ability to care about some of the stupid bullshit that people care about.
It's the luxury.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is the hallmark of how...
Right, you're looking for problems.
Exactly.
In the freaking...
Because you don't have any yourself.
Mm-hmm.
People who actually have fucking problems don't go doing that.
Well, and they won't also acknowledge the problems they actually do have. Like, they could call their kid or something. Instead, they're like, talking about something somebody said.
Or just watch TV.
That is easier. That is more numbing.
Yeah. Or just go outside. That's really, go outside.
Go out. That is how we solve this.
Yeah, I think we're just a little too extreme in the luxury these days. In this America.
So Earl, do you play bass too? There's a lot of basses.
I do play the bass. I'm not a bass player, but
You play some bass?
I've been known. I'll do it for money. I'll do it for a low amount of money.
Extra gigs.
You know what I mean?
Do it for money.
They always say you'll work all the time if you play guitar and bass. I do not play bass.
The other day, Aaron was talking about, because at church we're trying to figure out, like Steve if he's playing guitar or bass, and I was like, I'll do acoustic, electric, or bass. Steve will do acoustic, electric, or bass. Trent will do acoustic and electric. And Aaron goes, well, why doesn't he play bass? It's like, love, let's not talk about that. He doesn't play bass.
Well, number one is because I do it for a living, and I'm like, no. I have all these little selfish things that I get to keep that I'm like, no, I'm poor. So the one thing I get to say is no.
I don't play bass. Do you remember that party you went to a long time ago where you played stand-up? And that one lady was like, "Oh my God, you should play stand-up bass." And you're but you played bass. Well, okay, so you told like, "Oh no, I'm a professional guitar player." She's like, "No, you should be a professional bass player." I'm like, no, I play guitar. And she was like, "No, you're not good at that. You're good at bass." She was like telling you that you had to go be a professional bass player.
Where was this?
You were at some house party you told me about.
Oh, I told you about.
Yeah, you told me about. I wasn't there. It had to be one of the few times you ever played stand-up bass.
Well, I remember this one time I went to this guy Hayden's house. This guy who was always playing in. Me and Daryl were buying weed from him.
I think this is the place.
Upright bass.
Yes. Do you remember that lady that told you?
I don't. I remember playing really good.
Yeah. See.
Well,
see.
I
playing real good.
No, there was this moment where I was stoned and I was playing the upright bass, and I had this moment where I realized that I had to think about where the note was.
Yeah,
because the scale was way different.
Yes, absolutely.
And so I had to close my eyes and I had to
use
choose
your ears.
every note. And so for a couple lines, I played this really nice bass lines because
you're moving
focusing.
Yeah.
And I had this I was having all these mental breakthroughs back then. I was reading Steve Jobs' book and stuff. And I had this moment where I was like, I had this thing where I was thinking about if you can think about playing the right note, then you can, if you can see yourself doing it, then you can do it. And it was this whole thing, but that had to have been.
I think that was it, man.
Or maybe, let's see, I played upright another time.
Did it work?
It did work, for a second, yeah. I focused, But it took a lot of energy. I couldn't keep the focus up. But I had to because the scale on the bass is different than the guitar,
Okay. Yeah.
So my guitar knowledge didn't really apply at all because it was only going to mess me up if I imagined that I was playing a guitar. So I had to close my eyes and be like, what note do I want to play and where is that note? And for maybe 15 or 20 seconds, I was really locked in.
You were locked in.
Oh, we're on.
Oh, this is not. Hold on.
This is.
Oh, whoa.
Hey.
Sorry, guys.
Ow.
Can you hear me now?
Do you keep one ear out? Is that?
I keep them both in.
Yeah, okay.
It really makes you feel locked in. It does, bro.
Oh, you think so? You're in a world, sort of? Gets you in the zone?
It really does. That's one of the few things Joe Rogan stole from me. No, I'm just kidding. I stole it. Yeah, dude. Like people that, if you've never done a podcast, you can really tell at the end of it if you wear the headphones the whole time and then like take them off and they'll be like, wow, that was really, you start to realize that like you were in like a zone where you could talk.
I know, that's what I'm afraid of. That's why I want to keep one ear out. Stay connected with reality.
Yeah. Avery! Shh. Sorry, everyone. That's my kid in the back. She has to cook ramen noodles as soon as I start the podcast.
Nice.
Delicious.
Yeah.
What flavor?
All I can hear is squeaking. Yeah, go cook out in the campfire. Yeah, but it really does lock you into the shred zone. I think we're good. I mean, I think all the levels. Do you need any like auto tune or something?
Maybe.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I can. It makes a podcast better with just a little bit of auto tune.
You think so?
No.
Oh.
Of course not, man.
One of my early.
I could see it.
One of my early podcasts, I had chorus on my boy
The whole time.
I couldn't figure out how to turn it off, and I was like kind of drunk too, and I was like, fuck it, I guess. So like I started getting dizzy because my voice was like,
oh yeah, that's
and it probably made for a really great listening experience. I'm sure that was really awesome. Oh, I need more, y'all. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, how close do I need to be? What kind of mic is this?
It's the one the Beatles used. Yeah. Pretty big deal, huh?
yeah, I can tell, man.
Joke.
It's pretty crazy, huh?
Is this a podcast mic from Best Buy?
Guitar Center.
Oh, okay.
$99 on sale.
Hey, that's
I'll take that.
standard.
Check it.
It's
1,
not
2, 3.
the Shure SB7. Is that what that mic is?
Yeah, this is how nice of a guy. I was like, I want that one because that's the best one. But I can't get 4 of them. So I was like, I don't want to be the one douchebag that's got the nice mic.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess we're rolling with 4 $99 mics. You know
Cool.
what I mean?
Are these podcast mics or are they for, can you like record vocals with them and stuff?
They were definitely advertised as podcast mics.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
But the podcast I did like last week, I think.
This one or a different one?
No, I guess I started releasing it last week. Damn, that's a loud cicada. Do you hear that? Maybe I just have like Spider-Man hearing.
No, I mean I hear something.
It's
in the
those
headphones.
bugs.
It's freaky, dude.
They're cool bugs.
But I got a really good recording out of these mics. So, but the guitar was direct, I guess, and it was just her voice. I mean, I have the auto-tune suite. Shh. I'm sorry. Hold on. Hey.
All right, so let's observe. I wonder if we're on.
Yeah, I think
There's a cool Willy drawing.
Is that awesome?
Kind of bad.
See, like he's surpassed
Oh, gosh. We're getting robbed. Sorry.
that like Austin legend status.
Willy.
Willie.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Willy's a whole nother thing.
Willie Nelson?
Yeah.
we're
Oh, he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
exactly. Well, I mean, yeah, we were talking about who's better, Van Halen, Stevie
Or
Ray Vaughan.
Stevie Ray.
It's Van Halen. That's just the correct answer.
And I was just saying, Stevie Ray's he's a legend. Like, I'll give him that. But he's not. What did he actually do? He just played the guitar loud and hard and fast.
He didn't play on Beat It.
He didn't?
No. Eddie did.
Oh, Van Halen did.
You didn't know that?
You didn't know
I
Eddie?
forgot. Hey, it's
You
different
knew
with the
that.
headphones on. It affects my quickness.
Yeah, there's a delay.
No, I
Oh,
knew.
yeah,
I
there's
did
a
know
delay. Good
Van
point.
Halen played on Beat It. But I was thinking about Stevie Ray playing on Just Dance by David Bowie, so I forgot.
Yes.
You confused me.
No, see, well, that's why he's not the number. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Just
I
Dance.
too. Yeah.
Just Dance is definitely
He played
not
on
Beat
Just
It. Dude, we're talking a lot. That's real. What we're saying right now is real controversial.
Dude, I know. Yeah. I mean,
Both great songs.
Yeah.
People love David Bowie. I haven't done my David Bowie homework and experience yet, but it is kind of funny in this context. We're talking about Michael Jackson and then David Bowie.
Yeah.
You know?
Or Eddie and Stevie.
Right.
Yeah, there's a
One of
clear
them
one
played
and a
on.
clear two.
Hey, and Eddie, I think Stevie's my number 2. So y'all
Oh, you're number 2.
Yeah. But that's the number 1 for me is so much far ahead. So because people are gonna be like, "Oh, Stevie was the best. You fucking hate him. You don't like him because you couldn't do it." I'm not saying. I'm just saying Eddie was that. Yeah, because I can already know you could never do it, Stevie. You're right.
Nobody could.
Yeah.
That's why he's a legend.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
He killed him. He killed his fingers.
Yeah, he didn't start a podcast.
But he did kill his fingers.
He
played
was
with 13s.
scary, man.
Yeah.
When you hear that, you're just like, ow.
Yeah, his I don't know. It's probably not true, but his guitar tech said,
Renee.
"Yeah, have you seen an interview where he was like, he ran out of skin on himself because he said he was cutting off pieces of skin from him to put on his fingertips.
What the fuck?
And then he ran, and Renee says." He ran out of skin, so he asked me, and that's when I told him it's time to use lighter gauge strings.
Dude, I mean, this starts a conversation of just
That's BS.
the guitar lore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's
it's
BS
always those stories.
Yeah.
Like, and I've never heard that one before. Renee gave Stevie all his skin.
Yeah. That's what convinced him to go to 12.
Yeah, down from 13s.
Yeah, because he was like, you don't need,
No, I mean,
And that sounds like Renee. That's always that one-liner line, like,
Yeah,
and
he
that's
practiced
when
that
I
bitch.
convinced him to switch to lighters. It was whenever I had cut off all my skin that I got him
he
to
ran,
switch
he
to
ran
lighters.
out of his own skin. He was asking for mine.
What?
So it's definitely peak guitar anime, like.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
But it's true.
So am I too close to this? Because me and Andy are rocking two different.
Yeah, I don't. It sounds like I'm almost peaking. Is that
I feel like
checking
am
a
I
1, 2,
peaking?
3? No, you're not peaking.
I can gain you down a little bit.
Yeah, just a
I'm
little
just
bit.
curious.
Check.
So overall, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you're
why-
coming in clear in my ear.
Okay.
It doesn't. What translates in the headphones? That's why I keep looking over there.
Oh
in the
yeah, to
beginning,
see the levels.
to see the wave. That's
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
thing that matters. I've come to figure out.
That's cool.
Because what transfers in the headphones, it just like doesn't. Sometimes you think it's loud, and then
Yeah.
the wave is fucked.
Mm.
You know.
All right. I'm not gonna worry about it.
All right, man. You said that Eddie's your 1, Stevie's your 2. Who's your 3?
2 and 3 are switchable.
Okay.
Between Dimebag.
Sure.
And Stevie.
Woo!
What about yours?
Well, I want to talk about your opinion on Dimebag's tone before we move
Pretty
on.
fucking sick.
Is Dimebag Pantera?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I looked at you. It's like, you didn't react. I'm like, okay.
Well, no, because I didn't know. Like, I was having a moment where I'm like, "Oh, great! This is where I'm not gonna have anything to add to this."
You better.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
now
I
I,
mean, like,
do. At
you
first,
have-
I didn't think
yeah.
I knew who he was, but then,
his tone is only.
I've heard a lot of jokes about his tone.
Yeah.
We make a lot of jokes.
Like,
about
he
his
likes the
tone.
tone. He said, "Pretty fucking sick," on the defensive immediately.
Yeah. Because
Yeah, everyone knows it.
I've heard them too.
All right, so
When people say that about
that was
Dimebag,
years ago.
yeah, I like to think he would punch you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He'd beat the shit out of me.
If,
He could step on
That's
me.
what when people say, because there's like it's like it sounds so fizzy. I'm like, if Dimebag was here, he would call you a dork and punch you and say, nerd
Yeah.
alert, and
Or like he just wouldn't care, and he would still be
Yeah.
an incredible player.
yeah, no,
I mean,
it was
like that's the
sick.
truth is that he's such a good player.
Dude, it was a sick guitar. It's definitely. I mean, it would not sound sick playing fucking In the Air Tonight or some shit, but you know what I mean? Like Rock Me Baby Like a Wagon Wheel.
Right.
Probably wouldn't sound good in that mix.
Right.
But in Primal Concrete Sledge,
Yeah.
it's great.
I do think those are great video ideas to play those songs, but with Dimebag Daryl
I'm
tones.
like Daryl on In the Air Tonight.
Yeah, scoop the mids out completely, solid state.
Yeah, it just sounds like a white noise.
Yeah.
So do you like his playing or do you actually like his tone?
Move. Everyone loves his playing.
I like his tone and his playing.
Yeah.
So you like the tone?
Yeah, his playing
I haven't heard it
more.
in years. Okay.
He was the GOAT, the riff master.
The groove master, man.
Yeah, and his solos were sick as
Oh my
fuck.
God.
Man.
Incredible.
If the one song that'll change people's mind on Diebag is the guitar solo from Floods.
Yep, that's the one that everyone says.
I wish I
You
knew
know
that.
that one.
Oh
right?
yeah, I mean, Vulgar Display Power is one of my favorite albums. Like, I think it's actually
sick.
awesome. It's a
Fuck
killer fucking album.
Fuck
Top
yeah,
to
it
bottom, just all these songs that just make you move. That's like just what they do, which is awesome for metal. Like, there's not a lot of groovy metal stuff out there, and Dime just like finds a way to make it groovy.
That's cool.
Which is it's incredible, and especially coming from, they're from Texas, which is cool.
From Dallas.
Yeah, and they started off as like a hair metal band, but
Glam. They were a glam band.
yeah, exactly. And it's
I'm
really fun to
learning.
look at them.
What about yours? You got a top 3?
Yeah, we'll do you first, man.
Man, it's so complicated, especially with these headphones on.
Life's a trip.
I don't know, man. I don't know who.
It doesn't have
That's
to be in
so
like
hard.
1, 2, 3. Just like your top 3 in any order.
I mean, I even feel conflicted about the John Mayer thing because it's like, well,
Don't say
he
John
sounds like.
Say John Mayer.
I almost wore a John Mayer shirt.
Say it anyway.
so that you can make
Say
fun
John.
of me.
say John Mayer. Please say John Mayer right now. Just John Mayer 1.
John Mayer. Oh no!
Fuck yeah! I knew it, dude. I knew
Well,
it.
no, like he's my. But as a guitarist, like John Mayer's like musician, singer songwriter, the whole thing. But like his guitar, you're either talking about he's tried to sound like Jeff Beck. He sounds like Clapton. He
He's a
sounds
little
like
bit-
Hendrix. He sounds like B.B. King.
A little bit of a copycat to me.
He really, well, man, I mean, like, I'm one to talk, and anybody who knows me that watches this will be like, oh, this is funny. But, like, I tried to be John Mayer for the last 10 years. Like, he was my dude, and I was obsessed, like, 100%. And so, but now, as of late, I look back, and I'm like, did you have an original idea? You know what I mean? Whoa. I'm talking
that's
shit.
brutal, yeah. Well, the question is also like, is it your 3? Because like the guitarists that I think about aren't necessarily all guitar technique. It's also just musicians that I really like.
He only gets Sway With Me for one song.
Oh, what's the song?
Neon.
Oh, that is hard as shit to play, man.
And it's very original.
Yeah, it definitely is.
That to me is John Mayer. Even Gravity, that's just like a great pop song. Great blues
a lot
song.
of it is.
Great pop song that has a taste of blues.
Mm-hmm.
But the song Neon to me sounds like a unique sound.
Right.
Like that cool guitar. But he just maybe that was like the peak of his ability at that age. Because now he's like just blues, Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
He does do a lot of that.
vibes.
So
maybe he just grew out of that like incredible talent required to make that sound.
Well, yeah, and he was like coming from Berkeley, and he loved Charlie Hunter, and you can really hear that in his first record.
Exactly. Yeah, you can hear a lot in like the Northeast.
Yeah.
And I think that was his best stuff.
Yeah, it was. And the second album was good. I mean, his thing, what he does is he makes like a great concept record, like, and then he likes to adventure every other record. So like Room for Squares is like this great Dave Matthews-y, I'm from Berkeley kind of record. And then Heavier Things is like, he's like, okay, now I want to throw in some hip hop and off the wall stuff like Daughters, you know? And then he does Continuum, this great pop R&B record. And then Battle Studies, completely, let's shake it up. Let's do a bunch of weird stuff. Let's do a Crossroads cover that sounds like D'Angelo.
Yeah,
you know?
not a fan.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And then Born and Raised in the same thing. But
Little like Kid Rock.
he had that one locked and loaded.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But why Kid Rock? I don't know enough about Kid Rock.
I know that one song.
He
That's
did
it.
Born to Be Free, and then really left field with Born Free. And then
those are two different.
He took a real right and he did "Proud to be Born to be Free."
Those are album titles.
I'm just making.
I was gonna say, as someone who doesn't know, I'm like, really? Is that all? Is that? Do I start laughing now? Do I wait till you're done?
I am a Kid Rock. I do like Kid Rock, and he kind of says the same thing about his albums. That's why
that there's like normal and then something crazy, normal and something crazy.
He's like, I want to do my blues album, and then I want to go left field next album. So you saying that about John Mayer. I was starting to hear Kid Rock saying that. And I'm like,
yeah, they're about the same.
Yeah.
It's like,
so wait, you knew it was a joke?
I didn't know. I was listening intently to be like, when is it okay to laugh? Because if it's a joke, it's like I'm laughing right away.
Proud to be an American. I'm an American. Hell yeah, I'm an American badass.
Still not sure. This is a joke. But are those actually his albums?
No.
Okay.
No, it's like I wear a hat. I wear a trucker hat.
Yeah.
I turned it backwards.
Ball with the ball. Yeah, straight out. But John Mayer was, he's so cute and sweet. I just want to tickle him some dung.
No, but he's like, I mean, my true thing now, because he has been my guiding light for the longest time. But he is like, I think his greatest accomplishment is being like, is doing a stunt, like a magician or an illusionist. Like you said, Gravity is a great pop song with some blues in it. And it's like, that's really what is so great about him, is that he made some songs be super popular, maybe number ones that you wouldn't have thought. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. He's goated up, no doubt.
Yeah, like he didn't really, it wasn't that it was so original. It was just that it was ballsy and like, God, how'd he pull that off?
That show he did with Alicia Keys in
New York?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
He's playing a Dumble.
Yeah, and it was like, Alicia killed, obviously.
She's incredible.
Yeah. And that, looking at you, that was a choke point. A lot of dudes would have choked.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
So for John to come out and, I wouldn't say do better than her, but keep up with her. To
bring it, yeah.
That same level, it's like, okay.
And he
real deal.
Yeah. Yeah, and he kind of, I think he missed some lyrics or something on one of her songs, but like, yeah, he just went with her. And
yeah, she's a girl. So.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
We're in trouble.
No. There's the band. Yep, there it is.
All right, man, you got John Mayer 1.
If anybody's wondering where Sydney's at, she pooped her pants.
Oh. Classic problem.
I don't know where sweet Sydney's at. They're out there cooking ramen.
Sydney with this conversation.
Yeah, Sydney.
Or like with the whole thing. Like it'd be.
She got mad because I asked her to tone down the making ramen. Oh. She's mad now.
She'll join in.
Yeah, she'll fume off. She'll fume off. She'll leave.
Fume off, yeah.
Yeah. When she gets to her.
We'll draw her in.
She's got that skid mark wiped up.
Man, that's so hard. I have to, because like God, that's hard.
Don't think about it too much.
It's probably Jimmy, and then
Jimmy Eat World.
Jimmy Eat World. I love Jimmy Eat World.
No, I'm just kidding.
I really do.
Yeah, no, Jimmy.
Dude, Jimmy Page. That's a good one.
Oh,
Jimmy Page.
No, I'm just kidding. Not Hendrix.
I do like Jimmy Page, but he's not in the. He used to be.
Not Hendrix.
But I have to be like. I mean, I'm trying to think about like who influenced my playing. You know, like because that's who I'm gonna be. I play like the people I love the most. So yeah, Jimi Hendrix, Jeff Beck.
There it is.
And
R.I.P.
Yeah, I guess R.I.P. for sure. Yeah, that one sucked. Who else? No, that's all. That's it.
Hell yeah. That's a good list.
That's a great list, man.
That's a good tier list. What about you?
Yeah. My number 1 is Mark Knopfler.
Oh, nice.
He's like
surprised at it.
Yeah,
that's a left field.
Yep.
Yeah. He's incredible. He's just like a good songwriter, great player, finger picking dude.
This dude's a shredder. And his favorite guitar player is Mark Knopfler. Mark Knopfler albums, Dire Straits, the whole thing.
I like Mark a lot too.
Yeah,
dude, he's
awesome.
great, man. Like especially some of the earlier Dire Straits stuff where like he really rips it. is incredible. It's so fun. Like, it's just like that technique allows you to do a lot of weird things.
Very British.
Yeah, it is very British for sure.
Almost Jeff Beck a little bit.
Kind of.
No doubt. A little more melodic.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
But just the right hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny you say that because actually Mark Knopfler messes with volume a lot as well, but he's infamous for having the volume pedal on the floor. So instead of Jeff Beck, who's riding the knob, he's doing the exact same thing, but it's just on the floor.
Wow.
I didn't even draw that connection. That's a good one.
I do the knob.
Oh,
I have a volume pedal, but I just always gravitate towards the knob.
brave soul.
Mine broke.
I know. It's the one on my, what made me go to the knob is the one on my Telecaster.
Oh, it's like real smooth.
So good. And the pod is so like, the curve. Like some knobs, it's like on and off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the one on my Telecaster, the knob is such a good curve.
All this,
like a swell.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like the one on my ESP, it's just like nothing, all the way.
I hate that.
Same with my V. And yeah, I don't never touch the volume knob. That was all. The metal guitar is.
You don't need it.
Yeah.
Shred.
I really want a metal. I don't need. Yeah, any of this and just that pickup. I don't even need
No
this.
neck. Yeah. No tone. No pickup selector.
Fuck it. Yeah, just riffs.
Yeah.
The guitar sucks. I would.
It's an entry.
It doesn't suck.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
I thought when I played with the Gulf Coast Drifters, I always, if I would have one more show with that motherfucking band, and I knew it was like my last before quitting, like we quit
Yeah.
in between shows, but if I would have had one more motherfucking show that I know would have been my last, I would have brought that bitch and played it. I'm playing Neon Moon like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Would have pissed him off.
Fuck yeah. It would have pissed the people in the audience off, and it would have pissed Mason off a lot.
Oh, because y'all are playing like mostly country?
Yeah, like a bunch of sad shit, Tyler Childers and...
Oh, I love that guy, though. He's great.
Yeah, I don't like him that much, but I can't stand that shit. I'm so done with it.
Dude, Tyler Childers, I like his music. I'm a Jason Isbell fan. You know Jason Isbell?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Okay, well.
I'm not a fan of any of that. Not
stuff.
Not specifically because of them. Any of that stuff does not get me off in any musical way at all.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I like Jason Isbell, but all I got to say about Tyler Childers is like, because like I feel like he's in that same vein of like super authentic dude who sounds like, you know, his voice
is like unique and
different. In one world, that would have been like, that guy doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
You know seriously. What I mean? Like, but now it's kind of become
he's a great
novelty where it's like, oh, now I like that it sounds like he's, you know, just pulled out of the backwoods or whatever. But I think Tyler Childers, like, it just doesn't sound genuine to me. It sounds real put on.
All of it sounds,
you know.
Yeah,
that's a public statement.
Any folk, live statement, both recorded and live. But any folk
that's right.
of that songwriter stuff doesn't post Yellowstone all went to shit.
Yellowstone,
like in the show. Popular?
Yeah, I watched this. That's why it's so big now.
I've never seen it.
It's all basically like Yellowstone aesthetic music.
Okay.
I watched because I played music since before that show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I played music for.
You remember music before Yellowstone?
Oh yeah, we all do.
I played it.
Yeah. Pre-W man. Oh,
it's
different world.
The same that country western singer songwriter. Fad, Tyler Childers, Zach Bryan, all that. It's so reminiscent secularly to me in the same way that emo music was. And a lot of the aesthetic is a lot of the vibe of this cycle of what's popular right now, this singer-songwriter like country western sad shit. It's so much the same vibe of emo, just country western instead of pop punk.
Yeah.
But it's annoying as it was when I was 18 into like listening to Under Oath and that everybody started putting on black skinny jeans.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so lame now.
Right.
All the music started to sound like My Chemical Romance and Under Oath and like
Seosin.
Yeah, Seosin ripoffs.
Yeah.
In the same way, now everybody is like Tyler Childers, Zach Bryan, Bob Dylan ripoffs, and
it becomes a trend in music performance very quickly, where then everybody's like, it's crazy. Singer-songwriters get on stage acting like they've had some original idea, and it's like, you sound like Tyler Childers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They literally now all it is. Well, I was walking, and I was down the road. I've been down the road.
More twang.
Yeah, and I'm walking. And then you gotta have the A minor. And I'm on down that dirt road. You know, it's
in the E minor, the 3 chord.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, that's the bridge. Well, my dog shot my dog yesterday. It's all the same, dude. And then they'll be like, well, just listen to the lyrics. Like, the lyrics are fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's like try hard, you know? Like, I mean, I like it. Like, I like Tyler Childers, but I don't love it. I think I'll say that's what it is. Like, yeah, it's good, but it doesn't do that thing to me where I'm like, oh, this is so good. Like, I see a trick, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, this is fine. Like that song. Oh God, I'm gonna get in trouble naming names and songs and shit.
Well, Lady
May.
Yeah, I have great respect for him.
Yeah.
As an artist.
He's awesome.
And I honestly, Lady May, I've just gotten to the point where
great song.
I only want to hear him sing it.
Absolutely.
That's where I'm at. I'm like,
but he like doesn't rhyme on purpose. It's not like he accidentally didn't
like,
rhyme.
He's either on coke or spectrumed out. Like, clearly. Like,
yeah, like that's the thing, right? Whenever it's sort of like, oh, this writing style, like once I just don't like when somebody overdoes it's like, okay, cool. It's cool to do something different, like not rhyme or have an unexpected turn of lyrics or something. But then when you just do it all the time.
Bob Dylan did the same shit. And I don't like Bob Dylan.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Bob Dylan fan. A lot of people kind of associate Mark Knopfler with Bob Dylan. And kind of like, I think like songwriting, especially kind of like the singer, like, I don't know, folksy style. I do hear some sort of comparison. I also think it's interesting that like when music becomes popular, that it becomes a big like turnoff of like, oh, now everyone's trying to do this.
Yeah.
You know, and eventually, you know, in 5 years, like they're not going to be nearly as popular. They're just not. It's not going to be what it is now. Maybe even 10 years, who knows? But it's going to be just like any other, you know, whether or not it was the emo thing that was around,
it doesn't last,
or like the 90s grunge thing.
Yeah.
It's here, it's crazy, and then it's gone as fast as it came. Hair metal, same, like all of these are things
there's only one thing that is eternal, and it's All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. That's the only music. So
that might be true.
It is true, yeah. It's a number one every year. So it's like, yeah, if you want to be everlasting, Christmas
music.
There's a few things that have really lasted. I mean, you see it in the wedding band stuff. You're like, dang, we're still playing this song. Like, I Want to Dance with Somebody, Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Or Michael Jackson stuff.
Yeah, to be honest, I would put those are the. I mean, if I could think of the artists that are not fad.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Lasted is no, not even Whitney Houston. Definitely Michael Jackson.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Without a doubt, Michael Jackson.
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, the artists that are like,
dude, CCR, Creedence Clearwater.
Yeah, those songs have transcended.
They're still using those songs in commercials.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Some of them.
Have you ever seen the rain?
Yeah, it's such an easy yeah. Even I think the Beatles are fad. I wouldn't even, except for Here Comes the Sun.
I would not agree that the Beatles are a fad.
No,
or like even associated with the fad music. Like I think they started like the British invasion, and then there were a bunch of bands that followed up. But even a lot of them kind of, I mean, I'm not a big fan of that genre. So, I mean, I really can't say how or what is the lasting power of The Who, or what is the lasting power of...
Basically, if you hear it in Target today.
The Beatles are a weird one.
mean, I've heard John Mayer in Target today.
I can see John Mayer being everlasting.
Oh.
I feel like John Mayer's music, other than being played in the grocery store, you know, hasn't really, like, how much has it really lasted? You know, like, I mean,
only the Continuum album.
Yeah, that's the only one that I've ever heard. Or maybe.
And that's what I'm saying with the Beatles. Like, Here's Comes the Sun is probably Come Together. The song Come Together is an everlasting. You can play Come Together almost anywhere, and people will enjoy it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like, I like great songs, and just because somebody was mega famous or made a lot of songs or a lot of records doesn't make me feel like, oh, you made great music. You know what I mean? Like, because with John Mayer, it's like a lot of people listen to John Mayer by themselves. Like, it's kind of a well-known thing that, like, you don't put on John Mayer when you're hanging out with people.
No, you get beat up. There's recorded hate. No, I'm just kidding.
But people listen to it when they're like, I think everybody is secretly a John Mayer fan when they're sad and stuff. And the Beatles kind of same thing. But then, like, I think about, like, Phil Collins as being, like, super legit. Like, I would love to listen to Phil, or there's certain songs that are like songs that I want to play at gigs or something, or like you can just put on and you're like, that's a great song. But it's not necessarily the Beatles or John Mayer or some of the most famous bands, you know? It's like the Police or something. Like a song that is a great song.
Yeah, the songs live on forever, not necessarily the artist. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why it's even harder to have a great album, because it's just great. It's just a great song.
Yeah,
like, it's hard enough to do one great song, and that's why the legendary albums are sick, because it's like the first Van Halen record.
Oh my god,
dude, number one all-time greatest debut album
is the Van Halen.
No, what do you think? I know what it is.
The first record, right?
Their first record being the best. Like a top
Sabbath.
Selling. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Paranoid, is that their first one? I don't know.
No.
I'm out of my...
Any bands.
Debut...
Their debut album being huge.
Don't say my band. I know you want to.
My band. I don't think I know.
I'm gonna say
it's the headphones.
I can't. No, it is tough. It is weird to like think something on the spot.
Boston.
Oh,
what? The first Boston record.
Is that the only good one?
He had a few good songs later. But not as good as that first. Guitar UFO.
Yeah.
Can you greatest? That's the first thing he ever released to the world.
That is really crazy. You're absolutely right.
Absolutely.
What was on that record?
More Than a Feeling.
More Than a Feeling.
Oh, that record. It's got a horse on it or something?
No,
the
Guitar
UFO. Like in space.
Yeah, okay. I thought there was a horse.
It kind of looks like a little horsey. It's an aquarium. It's an Aquarian type aesthetic.
Looks like a horse, right?
Yeah, I mean, it had like some of their bigger hits. I think,
More Than a Feeling.
Yeah, can you imagine writing More Than a Feeling on your first record?
Yeah.
No wonder they didn't have anything else.
Well, a lot of bands that have amazing debut first albums.
Nothing after that.
Because they can't top it.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That's what they thought of Van Halen when they did their first, when Van Halen won. A lot of music critics were like, they're done.
Wow.
And then especially, it's even harder after you lose your lead singer.
Yeah. That was really weird after, what was that, 5150?
Yeah, it was better with Sammy. But the first Boston record is, he did it in his basement too.
Well, but they were like a gigging band before that too, so they had a lot of experience. They played at places.
Boston?
I'm pretty sure.
No, it was just
none at all.
It was just the guitarist
Tom. What's his name?
Tom
Schultz.
Tom Schultz.
Schultz. Okay, that is.
He recorded everything except the drums and the vocals were done in his basement.
Bullshit.
By him.
Bullshit.
The tracks, like he mastered. He went and recorded the drum tracks and mastered them in his basement.
Oh, that's incredible.
What?
Oh, dude.
Back in the, what, 70s?
Yeah.
70s, dude.
I didn't even know people were doing that.
He was the only. He made million. He invented
The Rocktron.
the Rocktron, like the first digital, the first solid state amp.
Yeah.
He invented.
Oh, Rocktron. Yeah,
Yeah,
my
the-
cousin used
the
to
blue
have
one?
one.
Yeah, the blue one. They have pedals now that like mimic that stuff.
Yeah, he invented and licensed. That's the tone on that Boston record.
On all the Boston records, really.
Dimebag's tone.
No,
Oh,
Yes.
no, much better.
Yes.
much better.
I love that tone. Yes.
Well, listen to it. You'll hear it's not even close.
No, some people hate scoop mid. I have one on my plug-in. I have the Rocktron.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite amp sounds.
wow.
Sounds fucking great.
So like my settings on amps is, especially on like any sort of Mesa Boogie with a 5-band, graphic EQ, I scoop the mids there, and then I put all the mids back in the channel. Because like as a lead player, I like a lot of mids, but I like the scooped mid sound, but I have to have mids in order to project and to cut through a mix.
Remember that video I made? I already
Turn everything into 10.
I already told you. Here's the treble. Here's the bass. Doesn't fucking matter. Do whatever you want.
Yep. No, that's true, man. Yeah, it's personal taste. There's some guys. There's one guy that's like, oh, I only play the bass on 10. It's wild.
I don't even think that. I just made that.
Yeah.
I just made that video for views.
That's funny, man. It's a
It's
really
a great
funny video.
I
need to watch it
I
again.
felt bad because I was like, people are actually going to think this is how I play guitar. I have like a helix and all this shit.
What did you say? Like, plug your guitar right into it?
Yeah, fuck those pedals. Don't use them. I got a whole bunch of shit.
I was like, oh, you stupid fucking kids buying $3,000 pedals. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's
And then
awesome.
I had
is
motherfuckers that were clearly had just bought a $3,000 pedal in the comments.
What were they saying?
Mad as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like, fuck you. I love my whatever. It's like,
Digitech
you
monkey.
can buy whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, you just gotta plug it straight in. I don't think that at all.
How do they do that? Like, are they serious? Like, and how do they, like, do they think you're joking, or are they creating a joke by
They don't
being
think I'm
serious?
joking.
They
Yeah.
don't think you're
No
joking.
way.
They don't think I'm joking.
And they're like, I bought this pedal, so you're wrong.
Yeah.
It's funny, dude.
It's guitar. I mean, the guitar community is gross as fuck. They're all dork.
Yeah.
They're all dork.
I stopped looking at it.
So I stopped being involved with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I do. Like one guitar related video a month, just because it's gross. It's like a eel pit.
Yeah, because like when I saw, like, what were we looking at? Whenever, like, opinions are formed so quickly, and then counter opinions are formed super quickly. Like, I guess we were talking about what the Mesa Boogie
The Mark 7. Yeah.
and then it was just like some people, and it was immediately.
Yeah.
Some people were immediately for it, and so that's what that's what like drives me crazy is like
Never played it.
when
It's not even out.
people are like, this is so awesome, it's so great, and then other people are just like, this is so stupid. Either opinion to me is like boring, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because they're basically the same.
Yeah. That's it. Boring.
Yeah, like nobody's playing
That's
it.
where you're at in your life when you go into a fucking comment section and you type out, I'd rather have the beryllium transistors than the
Oh, man.
And I'm like, you typed that out.
That's ridiculous, dude.
You typed that out and put it on the internet. And I'm like,
There's no way.
I shouldn't hate what they like, but they shouldn't get mad at me for making fun of them.
No, for sure.
Because it is
Absolutely.
funny. It is funny.
Yeah.
It's like, they're the dorkiest musician. I know
Well,
musicians.
they're not pros.
Yeah, I know musicians that are like, really good friend of mine who's a fiddle player, Jason Richards. He goes to he goes to Rochester. He's in the Rochester. He's very smart, but he's not a dork.
Yeah.
As I see this dorky shit, like
Yeah.
but
It's not about the guitar and the music. It's about
they've come to my
the
shows.
transistors.
Really, you should do this with your tone. At
What do
my
they say?
shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Wow.
Have you thought about doing this with your tone? Have you checked out this because your tone's to the. I'm like,
Wow.
there's 12 fucking people here. So
Yeah.
250 square foot bar, and there's 12 fucking people.
I'm getting $150, $200
Yeah.
for this gig.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
A guy told me that I was playing a bar with my Fractal. I was playing with my Fractal FM3, playing my Strat through it, and I'm singing songs, like just bar songs, like I'm doing Jack Johnson, whatever else, John Mayer, Otis Redding, whatever. And this guy's like, oh, cool, it sounds good. And he's like, but your loop tone, your lead tone, it's like the same. It's like the same as your clean tone. So you need something. And I'm just like,
oh God,
dude, it's like, you're right. But like, what? Why is that what you're listening for? I'm playing songs.
And his girl's over there just
It's a looper.
miserable. Like
She loves it.
No, she loves you.
She loves me. Oh yeah,
he's
exactly.
going up there talking to you about your loop tone.
Yeah.
She's just going.
She's like, oh great.
Why did I say yes to this fucking Tinder match?
Oh dude,
You know what I mean? I'm like, why don't you stop wearing my guitar cone? Go dig down your old lady, bro.
Yeah.
It looks like she's about to leave.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about my motherfucking mid range.
I know. I'm gonna play "Thinking Out Loud," by Ed Sheeran, and you'll get laid tonight.
Yeah,
I think all the dudes should tip me. I'm like, hey, your lady's in the mood because I sang. Like, I did that. You're welcome.
Next time that happens, you tell a dude, like, hey, man, the longer you sit here and talk about my mid range, the longer your old ladies keep eyeballing me.
Yeah.
You better come back.
It's getting harder and harder to not.
I don't feel that.
Yeah, no. I like to listen. I like to hear all that stuff. And like, what were we just talking about? Like I was saying something about there's all this extra stuff you can do, but
with tone, with what?
Well, I forgot exactly how that started, but I was saying like something about there's all these other pedals, but there's nothing better than like a tube screamer, I forgot exactly what we were talking about. We were talking about a guitar or a.
No, like frivolous
there's
actions.
Nothing. I feel like I have proof on that because I use every guitar solo I've recorded. My most popular guitar solos were just an amp and a tube screamer.
Yeah.
Like the biggest guitar solo I have is off a cover that my old band did of a song called Hurricane, and that was just my 6505 and a tube screamer, and you can't be
Yeah.
No.
Motherfuckers who spent $800 on their overdrive pedal will definitely tell you the tube screamer sucks. Cause I'm like, yeah, bro, I would be saying they all sucked if I spent $800 on them.
Yeah, it's like to me, it's like 90% of stuff is just like hobby and it's like guitar porn or whatever, pedal porn. But it's like,
or they just do YouTube stuff. They're like they're mostly YouTube guitarists.
Yeah, that's a big thing too.
But it's like if you're listening to the transistors and something like, because I demoed when I bought my BB preamp, the orange, the pedal, the exotic effects, the BB preamp. I saw that they had come out with a new one, and I was really attached to the old one with the black knobs, and it just looks a little cooler. And so I went back and forth. I went to a store, and they happened to have both of them, and I went back and forth on those two pedals for like an hour and a half or something, and decided that the old one did sound better, but it was only because I was like looking for it and really went after it. But like, so I like, yeah, you can hear a difference, but like you're talking about transistors and shit. Like, how are you just being like, that's what's going to make the difference? It's like, no, dude, like it's still going to be your playing and then the guitar pickups and your guitar and your amp. Like, how are you getting down to those little things? Like that's crazy.
I used this Saturday I used my Pod Go Direct. Yeah. And then Sunday I used those two amps I was telling you about.
Right.
Only motherfucker at either show that
noticed
knew what was happening was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the audience, Saturday and Sunday, it was the exact same fucking result.
Yeah.
In their ears. And I was even listening to videos Cindy took on Saturday, and I was like, out of the PA, it's like, damn, that $300 motherfucking Pod Go
sounds great.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Like, I had to fuck with it. It took a little bit of work.
Right.
Every show, it's just, I think guitarists are really lazy where they want to set and forget. They're always chasing set and forget.
Right.
Because I used to be the same way. I was saying, look, in my room, I would get the perfect tone, spend hours for it, then go to the gig and it would suck.
Yeah.
And then
it
finally
doesn't sound
you're
the
like,
same.
oh, it's a different room. You're inside, outside.
Yeah.
And now I just spend 5 minutes every gig changing.
Yeah.
And it's like, it doesn't even matter at all.
No.
At that point.
Yeah.
Like.
You got to do a little tweaking. But I think the practicality is so important. And I get really annoyed when there's this like insistence on all these extra steps. And if you say like, well, the people can't tell the difference or something, that's sort of like, yeah, but I can tell the difference. And it's like, it makes the job more expensive than it has to be. You know what I mean? Like to entertain people, it doesn't cost very much money and you can just play some songs and people are happy. And like,
it's just a good attitude. Like,
that's the number one thing.
You gotta have fun.
Yeah. If you're not having fun, it doesn't matter how good your gear is. And like, I've made great money from kind of figuring that out and going, I have some nice stuff, but ultimately like, hey, one PA speaker does this. And I was even talking to some guys last night and then they're like, oh, but I like these tower speakers. And I'm just like, why do you need that stuff? Yeah. Like it's hurting people's ears. Like I have this like thing where it's just like,
talking about that.
If you're pointing the sound out on a stand or on a tower and the speaker is going straight at people, you can't turn up very loudly because you're pointing it straight out. But I always put my speaker on the ground like monitor style and then the sound just bounces around the club or whatever and I can get much louder because I'm not pointing the speaker at people's ears. And I think it sounds great. You get more low end. Yeah, it sounds good. But still the point is like people, you're entertaining, you know what I mean? It's like what we were talking about earlier. Like people want to be able to talk still. Like if it's too loud, it's too loud. It sounds like shit. Doesn't matter what.
It's on and on. For most people in the audience, it's binary, good or bad.
Yeah, right.
Like, they're not worried like, oh, you got a 12-inch speaker, you got a 10-inch. Like what's it's either good or bad. So it's the in between is up to you. Like.
Yeah, it can be the best EQ mixed thing, but if it's too loud, then it's bad because it's not functional.
And that's like the two tube amps together. It doesn't make me play better.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
It's behind me and I can feel it.
You can feel it, yeah.
But like if it's at a small gig, I can't do that.
No way.
Right.
But like it is ultimately about what they want.
Yeah, I mean, there are a bunch of pieces that go into it.
Can I go pee? Is that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm gonna go see where I'm gonna leave it on if y'all just want to.
Cool, yeah.
Man.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Excellent.
I hate having to pause it because then I have to freaking.
Nah, screw all that.
Yeah, way too much.
When you come back, we talk about who we are and how we met.
I never did my 2 and 3.
Huh?
I never did my 2 and 3.
What's 2 and 3?
Knopfler 1.
Oh, okay.
Gibbons.
Billy Gibbons.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Oh, dude. What?
You're a natural podcaster. You're so good, dude. Is it the Astros jersey? You just sound like you're on the radio.
No, dude.
Like,
I mean, Billy Gibbons is, dude.
No, totally phenomenal. Underrated.
Yeah.
Like, not even underrated, but once you said that, I was like, just not said enough.
Yep.
Should be said.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Number one, Les Paul player or Flying V? Les Paul.
I like
or
his
both.
I'm gonna say. I mean, he plays a bunch of crazy other guitars too.
Okay, but he plays a Paul, right?
Yeah, and other V's. And then 3 is
great riffs.
Yeah, killer dude, man, incredible.
Like great solos.
Mm-hmm. That's like
canned, almost like David Gilmour. We could go into a whole thing. I mean, I love David Gilmour over. An opinion I've had is David Gilmour over Jimmy Page. Because David Gilmour played solos that were so easy to replicate, and I like that he left it for everybody else to enjoy.
Yeah.
But like Jimmy Page, nobody can play his guitar solos. Yeah. Like maybe like Whole Lotta Love and Stairway to Heaven. Yeah, other than that, you can't play Jimmy Page.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that is the metric by which we want. I mean, it's a point of your opinion, so it's awesome.
Just something I like.
Yeah, I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Sometimes
what Jimmy Page over Gilmour?
Yeah, all day. all day. In fact, sometimes I put Paige over.
I didn't know
Gibbons,
this about you.
but I think
Paige is amazing. We could talk about Paige for. I want a beer.
You want one?
Yeah, I would love one.
Yeah, can I also have one,
Absolutely.
please?
We are getting into this.
And then 3.
Okay, who's 3?
Matthias Jabs.
Who's
Sometimes it's Van Halen, but Earl
Who's
already said.
Matthias?
Oh, the guitar player for the Scorpions.
Oh, man, I feel like you've showed me the Scorpions and I've heard them, but something doesn't click where I'm like, what is their song? And what is their song that I know?
Rock You Like a Hurricane is like their big song. Still Loving You.
80s, which means
80s hair metal.
Hair metal.
Yeah.
But that's like
they're
very
not a lot
iconic.
of hair. Yeah, they're from Germany, so they weren't a part of a lot of the like glam
My
stuff.
old lady's favorite music is 80s hair metal.
We're thinking about starting
fun,
a
man.
podcast. You'll come on it.
Dude, I want to go on more.
Yeah, we want to call it Tone Study, and we would talk about exactly what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, being guitar
Well, and what we're all
nerds.
talking about pedals and
Yeah, I'll be a regular. Nobody used to invite me on their podcast because I was a nobody. Now nobody will invite me on their podcast because they
you're
listen to
a-
mine and I say,
crazy shit.
yeah, crazy shit. So now I'm still fucked. Nobody will invite me on their podcast.
Like does somebody like a couple blocks away have a podcast? And like who's got a podcast? Like how many people are doing this? Like I'm truly curious. A ton.
There is the exact same dynamic that exists in like the Texas country music scene or any music scene.
Yeah.
There is a
Podcast.
exact dynamic in podcasts.
There's like a podcast scene.
Podcast hosts act the same way towards each
Competitive.
other.
Oh my gosh.
No.
It's the same.
How does that happen?
It had everything. As soon as I started trying to get on other podcasts, once I started one, or trying to like reach out and like collab with podcasts, there was the same fucking thing. Like we can't cuss, or no, you said this, or like no, well, it's not good for our brand right now. I'm like,
oh jeez.
this is just life.
Yeah.
That's not what
absolutely.
podcasting is about, you know? Like
Oh yeah, the Texas Country podcast, and there's a clique of them, which is so dumb that
let's
there's like
go.
There's like more than 10?
yes,
No way.
every radio station has a podcast now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So like 103.5's got the Texas Country 103.5 podcast, and they're so lame.
I guess I've never wrapped my head around how many podcasts there are.
Out.
Yeah, dude, how do we get on the podcast circuit
No.
and just like troll all of them?
they won't let you. They hate me because like they're under that label.
Because they're still right. They do podcasting, but then they're basically acting like they're under a network.
Yeah,
Like
it's
they're-
basically a radio interview.
Yeah,
Interesting, but they just
They
church it
just
up into
call
a
it
podcast.
a podcast and put on
Yeah,
headphones.
Put it on an RSS feed and it's called a podcast. Yeah, they hate me because they're 30 minutes long.
Oh,
It's what so many of those podcasts. I've been on podcasts. I've been on music podcasts promoting my music, where they only give you 30 minutes. Like the first time that happened, I was like, he was like, all right, let's wrap this up, and I was like, usually it takes 30 minutes to start having a good conversation.
Yeah.
And I was like, really, we're doing this right now?
yeah,
I've
that's
had
just an interview.
I've had guests come in here and say you've got 30 minutes, and I've been like,
Wow.
Huh?
it takes me 30 minutes just to like think
Oh, they want only 30 minutes.
on this one.
They want to be out of here
Yeah.
in 30
Ding, ding,
minutes.
ding. Gotta go.
I'm like, what?
That's crazy. That's not. Then you don't like podcasting. Then you haven't watched the Joe Rogan podcast, and he is the king of podcasting.
Can't argue.
Right?
That's what we said earlier. They don't even realize it's not even what works. It's why it's such a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's like the same with music. It's like everybody, you gotta play this style. This is what's good for the radio.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
no, we're only gonna do 30-minute podcasts because it's really just you got to keep it short form for the clips and for the SEO Google. I'm like, bro,
Right. It's just all about meeting the metrics.
Yeah, it's like to pigeon toe creativity. I mean, like that's what that is. It's the same thing when someone's like, "Oh, can't have like a 10-minute single." It's too long. It's got to be 5 minutes or whatever.
Which is
no. I
weird.
mean, I'm with you that like Freebird, and there's that scene in Bohemian
Muscle
Rhapsody.
shows. Oh.
Where they have Bohemian Rhapsody, and they're like, "Oh, it's too long."
Right.
Like some like that's creativity, like giving it space, giving us time.
If it sucks, it sucks.
talk.
If it doesn't suck, it
Exactly.
doesn't suck.
Well, yeah, we're letting all the algorithms, like we have all this freedom. We got it. Self-managed, no labels. And then now we're going like, no, we have to do this. And it's like, wait a minute.
Why?
You had the labels doing this to you before and you fought about it.
Yeah.
And now you're doing it to yourself. You can do whatever you want. And turns out you are just like the labels that, because I hate when people talk a bunch of shit about labels and say they were so evil. I'm like, you signed those contracts. Like, give me a break, man.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's like, bitch, you owe the label $50,000.
Exactly, dude. Like, acting like
I ain't got to do shit. Like,
Yeah.
You're the one who took out a $20,000 loan for your fucking record, and now you got to pay it back to them. I ain't got to do nothing, bro.
yeah, and you're saying they're bad people? No, you got to read the contract. I think Dave
they're-
Chappelle bitches too much, but
Yeah, he used to. I guess that's his thing. I guess that's just.
I mean, I think contracts can be manipulative and like taking
sure.
advantage, especially of musicians who
Very
that's
true.
the goal. The goal is to try to make it. And for many people, especially in the past, that was the only way, was to sign that contract, get with the record, label, and then you write your name in blood, and then you're tied to it. But nowadays we do have much more freedom. We have the ability to not do that. But
yeah, because it's not like they probably told him like, we want you to read this. I mean, they probably said, sign
I'm sure
right
they did.
now.
I'm sure they did say, but I mean, like, how long is a contract? Is it one page? Is it 50 pages?
It depends on the
200?
contract.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I'm just saying, it's
That's
like, they can be
an
manipulative.
interesting thing to think about, like actually, like, and we know about, like, think about all the bands you've never heard of.
Oh yeah,
that signed contracts, like in the
Before the
I don't know,
internet.
in the 90s or something. Yeah, like
forever.
I feel like the 90s is when I feel like that was like the in my mind that is like the real explosion of like the time of labels. I feel like 70s and 80s was more like
I think it's still not. Think about all like the fucking trap rappers that you never know about anymore. Like,
yeah,
like Lil Xan. What happened to that dude?
Who's
Lil,
that?
Lil Pump.
Lil Pump.
I don't know.
John Mayer
That's what I'm saying,
said
yeah.
he liked Lil Pump or something. That's the
Well,
only
yeah.
way I've heard Lil Pump.
Lil Pump. Lil Pump. Lil Quavo. I
Where'd
wanna,
they go?
I want to sign a label. I want a label to reach out to me. I want to sign. I want to sell my soul to a label right now. Fuck them. Dude, yeah. I put out a single today. My first ever single on SoundCloud literally today. So y'all
SoundCloud
should-
or rapper? Hell yeah.
Nice.
It's literally a rap song.
Oh, is it really?
It is.
I need to hear
I just
this.
guessed it.
This is good, dude.
I was like, you know what? Fuck
It's
it.
anarchy.
Well, I'm recording a single on the 6th. I guess next week. But it's like a band. Like I'm going in the studio with a band.
Is that song you were playing earlier?
No, I don't even have a recorded version of it.
Okay.
But the band kind of wrote it together.
Oh, cool.
Are y'all gonna record it live or track by track like you do?
I told the producer that I booked the 6th and the 7th. So the 6th, I think I want to go in there and just try to get the best live full take of the band.
Of the whole band.
Of the whole band.
Oh,
Like I'll go in.
That would be cool.
What kind of music is it?
It's like, hey Cindy, can you turn the TV down? What?
Dude.
Come to this podcast. Stop watching 90 Days Fiance. Jesus Christ. Yeah, turn it down. You can really go watch 90 Day Fiance and be on the #1 podcast beating out Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, you're done. Joe Rogan's done.
Joe Rogan's done. It's this one.
Shred Shed.
We got Shred Shed,
The shit shed. Joe Rogan who?
the debut
who?
of Tone Study.
I literally said that the first podcast I ever did. I went, hey guys, just wanted the first line. And I said a bunch of shit about like COVID and Ukraine. I was like, I'm just gonna say everything controversial right now. So if it gets banned, I'll know I can just not waste any more of my time.
You can just you're testing.
Yeah. You put it out there
The
first.
meters.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to go 50 episodes in and get banned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get banned right now.
So you got Did you get through?
I got through it.
Yeah, we're on it right now.
No flags?
Not on that one.
Oh.
But they gave me a strike and took down one episode because it got a number of views, and it was about literally just talking about somebody's experience with vid. The vid pokey poke. You know what I mean? The poke. Literally, but we weren't like saying
vaccination.
we weren't
That's
talking.
just saying.
No, you can. I think you can. I don't care. Fuck them.
But
we weren't even saying any conspiracy theories. We were just simply saying the guest got it,
and then had a problem.
This is what happened.
Yeah, something happened.
Took that bitch down. We weren't like it's gonna turn you into lizard people and like
just talk to
Joe Biden's an alien. Like I was just like, what was your experience? Took it down. Gave me a strike.
Dang.
Fucking host, dude.
That's crazy.
Still banned to this day, that episode.
Dang.
And it's the most downloaded and popular podcast episode. Like on my podcast.
Oh,
for yours.
Yeah,
Yeah. On my podcast app distribution platform. The audio. It's the most popular episode.
Really?
But I'm talking about banned off YouTube, the full video. And
so it's still out. The audio's still out.
Audio like Spotify and Apple Music.
But YouTube took it down.
YouTube gave me a strike and took the episode down.
Oh. That's interesting.
And that's why they striked it, because I've said this way worse shit on episodes that just didn't get as many views.
Yeah. I'm sure that's what it is, is like the outreach or whatever algorithm that is.
It's, it's just a bunch of scumbags. But the single, I'm trying to do that day, get the best live takes, and then the next day, hopefully complete the vocals. And if I need to overdub a guitar solo, because there is a long part for a guitar solo. And my music I'm not the best singer, so it's like I sing to get the point across, but it's like singing and guitar solo. Like my voice is not like... And then
you need to do vocals.
Yeah, you do that over.
Yeah, and a lot of my vocals are like rhythm. I rap. I'm much better rapper than I am singer.
Interesting.
But that's why I had this song. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to SoundCloud because I have all these other rap tracks and metal tracks that I do here. And I can use SoundCloud as distribution too, to go to Spotify. So I was like, I just started fucking SoundCloud. So I uploaded it today, made a little single cover. It's called So Tight.
Nice. I need to hear that.
It's like my voice is like pitched down and the whole track's like chopped and screwed. H Town.
Dang.
Heck yeah, keeping it real.
There's an immediate number of goth chicks that favorited it.
Nice. Now I need to pee. I want to duo it.
In there on the right.
All right.
Don't forget about your headphones.
Yeah, dude, good luck.
You see that? In there on the right. I feel like I could just...
Oh, God.
This is in the right.
Tell Cindy to come do this podcast.
I am not.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, God.
She's watching freaking... She watches like that show where...
In there to the right.
Like... She watches that show where it's like... Special needs kids fighting, dude.
What the fuck?
Go out there right now, dude. That's what she's watching. It's like on the dark web, bro. It's like chicken fights on the dark web with special needs. Cindy, get off that shit. It's rude.
That is so fucked up.
Oops. Yeah. I'm trying to copy Theo Vaughn. I'm sorry.
That guy says the craziest shit.
I know everybody says that they remind me of him. So I'm just trying to steal. Theo Vaughn, you're done. You're out.
Yeah. Dude, that guy's done now too. He's toast.
Number one podcast right here, buddy.
So you're playing a solo. Did I ask what kind of music it was? Did I already ask that?
Oh, yeah, but I got off a tangent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, my old lady's not. Sydney's not here. She's in there watching that shit. and she usually keeps me on track. I'm taking her ass off the intro immediately. I don't know why I put her in there. She's done. Sending her out. It's like ZZ Top and Blackberry Smoke had a baby.
Okay.
I think. That's kind of what the three of us, which is Earlshreds the band, which is me, Nate, and Ethan.
Cool.
It's kind of what we sound like.
That's cool, man.
In this song, I had the riff. I mean, the riff, I can play, the riff is, and it's like, no, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's a great groove, man.
And then I'm like rapping here. I haven't finished the lyrics. Almost like, and then, ba-na, dum, boom, na, na,
This is the rap song?
na, na.
No, that's the song
This is the single. And then it's the lick again. And then back to the D.
I think I showed my underwear.
Sick, dude.
I'm out.
That's cool, man. So you said you had a solo on it. What's your approach to that? Do you write your solos ahead of time, or do you go in the studio and you just try to feel it out?
Both.
Both.
Yeah. Both. They're usually better if I write them ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't have this one. I'm just gonna go to the studio and wing it because I don't have the backing track.
Oh.
No, it's more definitely actually more feel it.
Okay.
But and by write the solo, I'll either be playing it live, and I feel it, and then a lick comes out amazing, and I remember that lick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be writing it. But I'm never like, okay, I'm gonna go to and then at the second bar I'll go to the Q scale or whatever.
The Q scale.
Ooh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's
You want to be? Oh, you're good.
What?
no. He
Thought
just
you
beat
were
his
going
band.
to pee now.
No, there's a hole under that seat.
Yeah, just a little bucket underneath.
Have you
Why
seen
didn't I
that?
get that?
Have you seen that video? The dude, he's got a chair. It's got a hole in the chair with a bucket underneath it, and then it's also got a tube. And he said it's called the Fortnite Battle Bucket.
Oh my god, dude. That's incredible.
And he's like, hey guys, this is my new invention. It's called the Fortnite Battle Bucket.
And he's serious.
No way.
He's like,
I mean, if you're playing that shit, you might have to.
he was MLG, Major League Gamer. So
I bet he was. Come on.
he was in it. But I'm gonna write that solo. I think I'm just gonna I think that's a wing it. I think the solo is just, it's verse, pre-chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus. And then I'm just gonna do verse, pre-chorus, and solo over all that. And
Nice.
then chorus 2, song ends.
Cool.
That's the one with the full band? Mm-hmm. The single.
That's the one, like, the rap songs and the metal songs, that's all me. And he asked what it sounds like. It's kind of like ZZ Top and Blackberry Smoke, I think.
Yeah.
But it's the three of us, the three-piece that is Earlshreds, the band.
That's your band. Oh, cool.
It's our band. I mean, it's my name. But
Yeah, but yeah, I get. You're right.
Yeah, well, it was really Mason Kreger's band. Now it's mine.
He's not in it anymore?
Yeah, he's the band I told you we quit.
Oh, what were they called?
The Mason Kreger and the Gulf Coast Drifters.
Gulf Coast, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's the whole band quit.
The whole band quit?
Pretty incredible.
On him?
Yeah. But now
And so now the band is just
Earlshreds.
the band without him?
Now the band's Earlshreds.
It's Earlshreds.
It's mine.
I mean, we took pictures now, and we got a logo. And
Nice.
we're
Official. Is it that logo?
Yeah, it's the pictures.
Oh, it's very Boston-y. I didn't even think about that.
Well, that's
It
it's
does
just
look
it's just the bottom one. That's,
Okay.
The poster
It's on
is
this
just
pic.
the UFO. Yeah,
There's a pic over here that was.
yeah, it's that logo.
It's sick, dude.
But that's what our single will
Look
be.
at that.
But it's got a bunch.
That's awesome.
But I bought 500 of the most fuckers and put Gulf Coast Drifters on the back
You sure did.
like a fucking dumbass. It was like 30 cents extra a pick to do that.
Oh my.
Dang.
I didn't get no money from that motherfucker on it either. Now I'm not even in the band. Waste of fucking pigs.
Yeah, you got to scratch off each one.
I am gonna have to do that. I got 3 bags of 100 of them.
These feel really good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
They're
what does it feel like?
they were the
Tortex.
hey whoa. I got more
Check it out.
He's like, whoa, like, what just happened?
they're the green tour tags.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
That's what I played. I got them from the Dunlap. You can get them from the factory in California.
No way. That's cool.
Just call it. They have I think the MLQ is 500
Yeah.
minimum order quantity.
Yeah.
But you can call them up, put in an order, send them the picture you want.
Wow, smart.
Flick them out.
And it's
Dude.
easy to pick because if you already played the Dunlop picks,
Yeah, you already know which
they
ones.
just they put them on
A pick that you
you
Yeah.
like
choose.
those are the green ones. They just customize those.
That's killing, man. That's cool.
Yep, I think so too. They should fucking sponsor me.
They should.
They should follow my
Dunlap.
Yeah, they should follow my Patreon.
Should we talk about how we met?
Yeah,
At least for a little bit. Bring some locality. Are there
yeah.
people
How did we meet? It was like rainy and me and Sydney were fighting,
I saw you
and you were like, you're like
from across the bar.
I was like,
Love at first sight.
yeah. I was like, you wouldn't be having a looking for love in all the wrong places. And you were
Love
like,
at first
Empty glass.
yeah. As a matter of fact, I love Eddie Rabbit.
Dude, I used to play. No, we met at your gig at
At
Lake Houston Brewery.
with the Blue Bonnet Basterds.
Is that who it was? Brandon and
You knew
Braden.
Brandon.
I knew Braden.
Was Braden there?
Braden was playing bass. See, I feel like this is good that we talk about this.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Duh.
Yeah, definitely. We played, and Andy was there, and I played my Charvel guitar, and we traded some licks.
Through Brandon's Marshall.
Yeah,
We did. We traded licks good.
it was fun.
We should do a show together.
Heck yeah, we should.
Actually, you could play. You want to come play guitar for Earlshreds? You could do that one day. I don't know.
Hey,
You down?
yeah, well, I'm down to take a gig anytime.
Yeah, I'm not saying you got to join.
Yeah, I don't join anything, but
Yeah,
I think you have to use those picks though.
I'll use it.
yeah. Especially if I can advertise it and get more money for it,
Yeah.
because that's what I kind of do with Liz right now. Caslin, she's a female singer. So
If
it's like-
she's in the band.
yeah, well, it'd be Earlshreds featuring Liz.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
If I'm really
yeah.
trying. But yeah,
I'll sing some songs and play some guitar, and we can shred. That'd be awesome.
That would be fun, dude. Well,
Andy will come.
Joe put on a great show at that brewery. It was fun.
It was really fun.
yeah, there's some
Yeah.
quality guitar solos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Charvel's pretty sick.
Dude, very happy with that guitar.
Cool one.
I haven't played it in a couple weeks.
I don't think I played it.
No wedding
I
bells?
should have let you play it. It has nines on it. Do you play nines?
I do, but not now.
Oh.
Because I got fucked up and changed my I played the Strat and Telecaster the most, and I fucking was a dumb fucked up. Changed them to 10s. I didn't even realize it. I was like, damn, these feel thick. And I started looking at the packaging. I was like, fuck, these are 10s.
Did it mess with the bridge?
No.
No, it's
right.
fine. It's just they're heavier.
Yeah. It sounded good, but I do play nine. I like 9s.
I always play with tens. That guitar came with nines, and I haven't restrung it since I bought it. And he thinks the action is too high. And it probably is.
Just slightly. Just
But it
ever so
actually
slightly.
makes the funk extra funky because here's the thing. When you have high action, then like notes don't sustain as much because you let off the string quicker. And so for funk riffs, it's like the note only sustains as long as I really want it to, you know, so it's kind of cool for that.
No, that is cool. I do as low as possible because my party trick is
Sweeping.
Alternate picking.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I can't sweep.
Me neither.
My party trick is
Just
what
like
do you call that? Alternate picking through scales.
Yeah,
Like
but that like
picking
super
arpeggios?
fast one. Like that shred.
Yeah, there's a fucking
All the economy picking, maybe?
Yeah, I think economy picking. That's my party trick.
So you need low action.
So I need low action.
Yeah. Dude, the Charvel is cool. It's got, quick plug on the guitar. It's like a Strat.
Dunlap, Charvel.
Is that what it is?
No. I'm just saying the brands that we're going to be sponsored by.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now we're doing Charvel.
I'll clip the fuck out of this. I'll send that, dude. I'll make a clip. Yes, I'll make a clip, and we have to promise each other to DM Dunlap Instagram account every day.
I'll do it.
If the three of us DM the same clip every day,
I don't care.
okay.
Because I don't even want endorsements, so I will be the anti. I will crack them up and make them hate me.
Just say I exist, motherfucker, and I'll stop.
Yeah. I'm like, I play this guitar. I don't want your endorsement, but
send me another one for backup, and I'll leave it alone.
yeah. No, but it's but since we are doing it, it's what is it? A Pro Mod DK 22 fret, and it's in the electric blue color. It's sick, dude.
It is.
Yeah, it's got no pick guard, and so it's like a Strat, but like just stripped down. And then it's got the pickup configuration is sick, where you get the neck pickup, the neck middle, but then the middle pickup gives you the neck and the outer coil of the humbucker, so it gives you like a telly split.
Yeah.
And then you got the mini humbucker on the bridge. So, I play in like corporate wedding bands and stuff.
Perfect.
And that guitar, if I want to get like, if we're playing Dwight Yoakam or something, I got perfect country tone, perfect Strat tone. And then when we're doing Michael Jackson and some of that shit, perfect funky tone. And then I can get the middle.
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
The middle or the second pickup position just kind of depends. And then one of them, the middle pickup is like super bright. It cuts like crazy. And then when I go to the bridge, then I can play crunch. And then he played it and then pointed out that like it's not a full humbucker, so it's not like super like full bodied and muddy. It's like this. What did we say? Like the note is small. Like it's.
Yeah, I don't even remember actually.
It's like saturated.
Well, so we played that and then we compared it to my Paul Reed Smith.
Yeah.
And it just like.
Humbuckers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All my guitars. I actually don't own any guitars with single coils.
That's what you like?
He's trying to convert me.
Really? Nice.
No, like, yeah, it's a thing.
Dude, yeah, I hate humbucker. I don't like humbuckers very much.
Oh, why not?
Oh.
Just don't like the sound. For anything but metal,
Yeah.
I have to have humbuckers for metal, but any.
Yeah, I only like it for distortion.
Yeah.
For clean, I don't really enjoy it.
Anything other than hard rock or metal. Even, I'm talking about speed metal. That's the only time, like heavy fucking metal.
Yeah.
That's the only time I like humbuckers.
Dang.
But hard rock,
Hot take.
hard rock, I even like.
Telly?
Dude, I don't even know, because I get some pretty fucking heavy tones from my Telecaster.
Do you know the band Baroness?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know like any like their later and earlier stuff?
No.
You ever listen to? Okay.
I've seen them open up for some like third opener. I can't. Anyways,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've actually never seen them live. That's my fault.
I think it was Animals as Leaders.
Oh, okay. They opened for Animals as Leaders. Yeah, okay. I could see
Or
I could see
it was.
that.
I didn't like it. I may not even the band. Are they like technical, really technical metal?
They're not. I don't know if I would call them super technical. I mean, they're super talented. That's for sure.
Is it like operatic, kind of like?
I don't know if I'd call it operatic.
I don't know if I'm thinking the right band.
I mean,
Have I heard Baroness?
They're super. Some of it's really spacey. Like it's really like.
Is sludgy?
Some of it is sludgy. Yeah.
Oh, that's how I know them.
Yeah, I'm sure you know.
I've never seen them. I heard the bass player in our band. His favorite type of music is
Stoner rock.
Yeah, what do you call that? Doom metal. No.
Doom metal. That's one of my genres.
Like Sleep.
Man. Yeah, dude. I fucking love Sleep.
He has a project. You need to hear his music.
It's a dinosaur metal band.
It's called Tyrannus.
Yeah.
He plays some heavy
Have y'all
riffs.
played live?
No, not yet.
It's just a recorded project, kind of.
We want to. Just the guys that we have.
Yeah, send me. I'll send it. If I don't like it, Ethan will love it.
Yeah,
Ethan,
I'm sure.
Ethan loves, I think, Sleep. I don't know. He's got all. He sends me. He'll send me shit and be like, "This is extra sludgy."
That's what Sam says all the time. He's also making fun of it. As a huge fan, I'll be the first to say that a lot of it is super repetitive. Like
I saw a meme that was like a dude he's doing a coming face and it says when you're listening to Sleep. And the chord changes after they finally do a chord change after 10 minutes. And
but like that's a valid criticism. Like a lot of the music is super repetitive. Repetitive.
Instagram doesn't show me any of that.
Oh, I've seen those memes before.
I wish I saw that content.
This is on TikTok.
Speak it into your phone and it'll pop up.
I don't have TikTok.
Anyway, Baroness.
TikTok.
They're kind of sludgy. They're kind of spacey. They're kind of heavy sometimes. Single coils. That's what they do.
Ooh.
But when you listen to their older stuff, I think it's way better. And sometimes you can almost listen to it and be like, I'm pretty sure that's a humbucker. That's single coils.
I'll take my pickups in my Telecaster and my Strat over a humbucker any day.
Dang, I'm
sure it's just more versatile.
With him.
Versatile.
But it's interesting. Well, I don't know because I'm a single coil player, but I'm like, you sound a little crazy to me.
Dude, they sound good.
Like
bro.
for Strat with
the Strat I have has some of the best pickups I've ever heard.
What are they?
I have no idea.
I have two USA Strat?
It's a Mexican.
Yeah. All day.
But I have two Strats. But the Strat, it's that gold one. I don't know. Did you see it that night?
I don't think so.
It's a gold Mexican Strat.
Nice.
And
gold sounds cool.
Yeah, dude, I'll go get it. It's in that room. You want to go get it?
Go get it.
I do want.
Sweet, dude.
Do
you care if I get a beer?
Yeah.
Rock and roll. All right, last one. I love beer, man.
Beer.
Like once you're drinking beer, it's the best thing.
Yeah.
I like Miller Lite. Miller. Okay.
Are we gonna get sponsored by Miller Lite too?
Okay. I used to drink Miller Lite when I played in the. I feel like I can't name names, but I can't.
No, you've been like for many.
For not naming names?
Yeah.
So should I not name names?
You can try. We'll see if you
can.
No.
I mean, I'm actually gonna name a name.
It's like it's not like a recall issue. It's just like
no,
you don't
like do I want to? Yeah, like when I used to. It's so funny. Okay,
you can or you don't have to.
Okay, so when I played in the Junior Gordon band,
name
that's
drop.
what's funny. It's like it's local. It's local. Celebrity news. Not that, you know what I mean? Like, this is the local form of Hollywood. You know what I mean? And we're talking about local things.
Sure.
You know
I think there are a
mean?
couple stretches there, but.
Well.
Woo!
It's my favorite.
Is it gold?
Yeah.
Dude, this is different.
75th anniversary.
Whoa, dude. The Mexicans Strats are just the best. Everybody has a
the Mexican
story.
Fenders. I mean, like the basses are
Fenders.
great.
You're right.
The Mexican tellies are great. All the Mexican Fender stuff is phenomenal.
They just have a story. I mean, there's this great guitar player and singer in Atlanta, in Georgia, named Jacob Harshman. So check check out Jacob Harshman because he's the real next John Mayer. And he texted me the other day on Instagram because I posted a video and I was playing my Strat, and he was like, that Strat is sick. And I was like, I love it, dude. It's a made in Mexico. And he was like, mine too. And we talked about it. And now here's another legendary MIM.
Dude, isn't that one special?
It is. Yeah.
And if
I've never seen it before.
Dude, the pickups are so fucking hot.
Does this move? Or do you keep it right there?
Right now, I'm using it reverse.
You just want to...
Because it's a little...
You just do it to pick it up?
I do it that way right now because it's fucked up. Right?
This guitar is special. Oh yeah, the tremolo's fucked up.
I use it a lot. I think I cross-threaded it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fuck it.
I mean, yeah, that kind of stuff happens sometimes.
It's awesome. Check it out. It's
Dude,
heavy.
No, yeah, it's heavy as fuck. But the pickups, there's something special about those pickups. They are so hot, dude. Like loud. It's probably like on average 2 dB louder than every other guitar.
Wow.
And the mid range is so good on it. Especially the bridge pickup, and then that pit position that's out of phase right above it.
Yeah, the tube.
Did I fuck you, bro? Oh, I need a beer.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, is there a beer somewhere?
Dude, I think I got you one and I drank it.
Dude, I had him all wrong.
Dude, I love that. I love those fucking necks, man.
I thought I knew him. I thought you were a shredder. I thought you were a humbucker guy. I got you all wrong. You're a Stevie Ray guy.
Well, I mean, my Telecast, this is my number 2. My Telecaster is.
But what I was going to say was, though, is like, there's a ton of, we all know of all the history or whatever of tellies making great metal records or like shred.
Or just like good rock records too.
Records.
Not
Maybe
just
that's
country.
Just that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Tom Petty is one?
Tom Petty.
Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page is the big
Led
one.
Zeppelin
And
record.
a lot of the other just like Zeppelin studio records.
And doesn't the dude John 5 from is that Rob Zombie?
Now with Motley Crue.
But he played a telly, right?
Still
Did
does.
he have humbuckers with ESPs or something?
Yeah, I'm sure he's got like EMGs or something. Do you call them ESPs?
What's ESV? A guitar
It's a brand. It's a brand. So
guitars.
Yes, but EMG.
What is it? Japanese?
Yeah, they are owned by.
Because there's ESP Les Pauls.
That's what I play.
Eclipse.
My Les Paul that I play is
it's not a Les Paul. It's Les Paul style.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the body.
That's a copyright infringement.
But I'll take that ESP.
Take it, Gibson.
Yeah, trash ass, shitty ass guitar.
Too expensive. I play an Eastman.
No,
He
for real,
plays
man.
an Eastman.
I play East. Oh, but I also like my Gibson fix is filled with Schecters. Like, not like abalone metal or black Schecters. Like, they look pretty normal. They look like normal guitars.
He's got this awesome 80s Schecter Strat style.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's a great instrument. Man.
Single humbucker in the bridge.
Have to
It's
have the
red. And you didn't mod it, right?
I do the Deans. I gotta explore.
Yeah, I see the Dean, the V Dean in the picture.
Yeah,
in the image.
that's what the solo.
Oh, gotcha.
That solo that I did on the song Hurricane was recorded with my $500 V Dean.
Hell, dude,
Nice.
those are good guitars, especially those old ones. They're Korean made. They're great.
Great, I love mine.
Yeah.
Nice. Cheap guitars are the best.
I don't own any expensive ones.
Yeah. I vow never to buy an instrument over like $1,000. Like
That's a sweet spot.
it's just like over
A
1,000.
little over
No,
$1,000.
$1,500 is.
Yeah, that's the.
Because I was gonna tell you, like my 2 guitars that I use. If I go to a small gig and I don't want to load, I bring these 2 guitars. It's that Strat and my Telly, and the Telly was $1,500. But it's like
That's American.
it's
US.
No, it's Mexican.
What?
Oh,
But it's Paisley.
Ooh.
So
Is that what you were
Sparkle.
playing
That's
that
what I was
night?
playing.
Paisley.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I play the most. But it's like that's the money. Like that's my money maker guitar.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers.
It's a Brad Paisley guitar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Motherfuckers will hire me and be like, "You have to bring."
Can you bring that guitar?
no way.
Yeah.
Don't like specifically ask.
The country musicians? They won't hire you unless you don't have some of them. Like you got if you don't have a Telly.
Well, no, for sure.
Yeah.
They won't
They're
take
like
you seriously.
specifically asking for the Paisley Telly.
Yes.
That's
For that one
hilarious.
that I play, yeah. because
I
it
can totally see that.
sounds beautiful. It cuts through the mix better. Better than I've ever heard a guitar.
I mean,
but this one is more. This Strat is more. It's special to me. Like, I've recorded a lot of music with that Strat just because it sounds so unique. The Telly is like the money. Like, it sounds amazing. It's
your workhorse.
Yeah, but the Strat. Like, I think this next single that I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do it with the Strat.
Nice.
This gives me a Stevie Ray Vaughan feeling. The way you put Earl on the side, and then SRV's got like all caps. He had his main one. Where did?
Yeah, you're right.
Not that guitar, but the other guitar. You know what I'm talking about? Where it was like a glittery SRV, and it wasn't that slanted. Or no, maybe it is that one.
No, that's his
the
number one. With the wooden. Like, all the paint's peeled.
Yeah, and it's got that sticker. That kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, it's a mailbox sticker.
Yep.
Nice. There you go. There you go.
Home Depot sponsor.
We need to get your show schedule and come watch you. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I have, I think I got 4 gigs booked so far.
Hell yeah.
Earlshreds.
Nice.
We need to get some more.
You're going to mainly do that, or you still do, like, lead guitar stuff?
Right now... hired lead guitar.
For Earlshreds or for other stuff?
For other stuff.
Okay.
I think our first Earlshreds gig is June 30th, the end of this month.
Okay.
But it's like, we started booking like 2 weeks ago and everything's, I'm lucky, at 1886. That's, I think June 30th is the date, 1886.
1886, what's that called?
Backyard.
It's called Ojaman, right? Is that place?
No, that's in the Heights. I would play there, though. They wouldn't let me, though. I went in there and called them a bunch of yuppies.
It's okay. They deserved it.
They do, yeah. You want to get you want to hear some jam band at Ojaman.
Yeah.
So you play around here a lot. Like, so what's the scene like out here? I mean, without getting too, without talking too much shit.
No, I play with 4 different artists, and I play here a lot, and I also travel with the band Chase the Night. I travel with them a lot.
Like regional.
Yeah, Texas.
Yeah,
like San Antonio, Waco, Midland. Like
mostly covers or a lot of originals too.
Their set list is mostly covers. They've only released 4 songs.
Oh, okay.
That's an easy gig.
Young guys.
They are young. I think they're mid-20s. Yeah.
Okay.
They're
not old guys.
Yeah, it's all Mexican. Like, I think they're all Mexican, but I'll say Hispanic to be politically correct. But they're
probably Mexican.
So I played a shitload of gigs with them, and for only Mexicans. So I'm like the token white guy.
Yeah.
Like, I have videos
of a guitar player,
and we do a lot of cumbia.
The shredder. Yeah.
Nice.
Like.
That's cool.
It is fun. Like, they love it. But I travel. Like, last week I went to San Antonio, and the week before I went to Freer.
Where'd you play in San Antonio?
Buck Saloon.
Okay.
It's actually like the suburbs.
I've heard of this.
It's a couple of people heard of it. It was a fucking badass show.
Nice.
That's awesome.
They were getting lit.
Nice.
Honestly, you asked about scenes.
Yeah.
Not over it, and I love this scene.
Yeah.
But I tell musicians to leave. The most satisfaction I get playing shows, this is why I'm so grateful to Chase the Night, is going to small towns.
You like that.
Love that.
Yeah.
Because they appreciate me. They appreciate you so much. Like, when you go play a truck yard, the Rustic, downtown.
Oh, yeah.
You're just another fucking hired gun.
Yeah.
Your background music, they got fucking the Rockets playing next door or some shit. You're nobody. And it's tough.
Yeah.
Man, let's talk about that.
But you drive to fucking Freer, Texas, population like 1,200.
Yeah.
Your show
makes
is the community event.
Yeah.
Like, the entire town came to the show.
That's really cool.
And it's like, this is why I like you. Like, you were talking about a dude who wanted residency or something. It's like, you'll play yourself out of people. They're going to stop coming to see you because you're there.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Honey, I don't want to go out and see them tonight. We'll see them next week.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
They forget about you.
Yeah.
And and I'm trying to book shows now as Earlshreds. I just love fucking playing at small towns.
Cool.
It's the best fucking feeling in the world.
Nice.
To me. Just because
that's awesome.
They care, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's true.
Not that venues here don't. It's just...
No, but
it's different. It's different. It's different when there's a substantial percentage of the population that comes out to see a show. Like, if anything was like that in Houston, it'd be, you know, tens of hundreds of thousands of people. But like, if there's a population of like 1,200
honestly,
or something.
one of the places I've found that does that best is Shady Acres in the Heights.
Oh, yeah.
You know that venue?
It's called Shady Acres?
Mm-hmm.
No,
it's right by Big Star Saloon and...
north of 610 a little bit? Or no, it's in the loop.
Go to the bathroom.
Right south of 610.
Okay.
You should definitely try to get there. It's hard to get...
Yeah.
I'm trying to get booked there. Please book me. It's my favorite place to play in the Heights.
I asked Brandon who booked Walking Stick, and he didn't text me back, so...
Brandon, take some back.
like, let's talk about
Just
the
go
music
there.
scene.
Just go there, bro.
I know, exactly. I know. It is
background.
fine.
That's a background music type.
I love background music gigs, but I would like to talk about how many screens there are in bars and venues now with sports on them. Like, I was at this little Latin bar in Montrose last night, and they had one of the biggest... They had, like, this wall of probably 8 or 10 TV screens. So it all combined into be one, you know what I mean? At this little bohemian Latin bar, humongous sports screens. Crazy.
The customers demand it.
That's like, if you want to watch sports, go to some spots. But like, I mean, this is a really nice wine bar. I had empanadas. There was a badass Latin band playing. Well, 3 guys, like, it was like a Latin trio, and they were killing it, but I just could not believe that they are also like, but also, if you want to come here and watch the game, you can do that. Like, that's the most anti-bohemian thing there is. And I like some sports. I'm a music guy.
I can't stand playing in Houston.
I know, man. But it's like, yeah, I don't like all this crossover. Like, it's like, no, I think there should be sports here and music here. It's
very Houston.
Yeah, diversity might be the word, huh? I mean, not like, you know, not racial diversity, but
Town.
just like, hey, we cater to everyone. And it's like, you can't.
Just playing in San Antonio, Austin, and Dallas and surrounding areas, it's very Houston. Like,
you don't see that in other places. Yeah.
The only places I see it are the franchise places that have San Antonio, Austin, and Dallas locations.
Yeah.
But, like, the dance halls and saloons, not.
Yeah.
Houston is,
I mean, Houston's crazy.
I'm talking specifically 610 in.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like, out here, you asked earlier, the scene out here, like, the Houston suburbs, I love it. There's a lot of great venues out in Huffman.
Yeah, I want to check out this scene.
Like LHB.
Okay, yeah.
Like where we met.
Yeah.
But just, like, there's a lot of great... Like, I host an open mic at the Whiskey Barn in Mount Bellevue.
I need to come check that out.
Yeah, it's been a great open mic.
Thursdays? Okay.
Dude, yeah, I'm not doing it next week, but the week after. They do big band Thursdays.
Big band?
Like a big artist. Like
okay.
They had Ben Haggard last week. But when they don't do big band, they do open mic. I host it. But I like to say I'm a great open mic. I like to say I might have the best open mic in Houston. And I know the dude I know most of the dudes that are running around in the loop doing their little open mics. Ass. Y'all are ass.
I probably know them.
Oh, you do know them. Absolutely. Ass. All of them.
Interesting.
I do.
Why? What makes yours good? Like, what do you believe? No. What makes a great open mic? That's a good question.
I try not to play at all. Me.
Oh, that's huge.
And every artist.
Huge.
I do not pick favors. I do my open mics in groups of 3 artists. First come, first serve on the list. Never, my buddy's here, you're getting skipped.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not cool.
And I announce every artist. Like, I get up on stage with the mic and I go, ladies and gentlemen, this is this guy. He's from XYZ. Please give it up for him.
Nice.
When you
Instead of just going, you're next, get up there and play.
Yeah.
When you say groups of 3, what do you mean? So, like, you have one person play 3 songs, or you have 3 people play 3 songs?
Everybody gets 3 songs in groups of 3 artists. And
okay, cool. So
when I announce,
like 9-song set.
Yeah. When I announce the next group of 3, if you have equipment, you have to set it up then.
Okay.
And it stays on stage.
That's
that group.
clever.
Yeah, I know, it's seamless.
And then we do like a 10-minute break.
So wait, you announce 3 artists at a time.
Yeah, I'll be like, okay, you and you are in the next group of 3.
The announcement is for each
If you
one.
got a fucking Helix, or your brother-in-law's playing with you, got a Helix,
Go set it
up now and stay on stage.
You say your
really
brother-in-law?
smart.
Or, my sister, he plays league. Which I'm cool with.
It's his first time to play on stage.
And I'm cool with it.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
It really is awesome.
I don't want to sit here and stare at your dumb fucking ass. Set it up. Set it up now.
Yeah.
That way you get on stage and play.
That's the genius part. That's what's so cool, because that's what's most annoying about open mics. Is that 1, and then 2, when 2 comes up there, takes the time, plugs it in,
honestly,
all this shit.
The 2 things is that for the audience, that's what makes a great open mic for the audience, is taking care of that. And what makes a great open mic for the artist is announcing them, treating them like people.
Yeah.
How many open mics have you been where the dude walks up to you in the corner and goes, "You're next"? You know what I mean? Like he's like he got 1,200 Facebook followers.
That is too real.
Yeah.
That is too real.
You're next.
Yeah.
What are you gonna play?
Oh, the whispering. That's
Like when I do open mic, I get on and I say, "Everybody, this is XYZ's name. He's from this town. He came all the way here. He's gonna play a couple songs. Give it up for him."
Yeah, I really don't like when the host plays or when the house band plays. I'm like, why you gotta play so long? Why do you gotta play an hour?
Because they're only doing it to...
Yeah, it's their gig.
It's their gig. They can't get their own gigs. That's basically what it is.
This is good, dude. This is music community podcast.
Yeah.
As far as what I'm here, I'm like, this is what I like talking about, because this is something that doesn't happen.
No, I think this is the most I've ever talked about guitar or the music community.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tone Steady podcast.
Yeah. Y'all are going to start that, huh?
Yeah.
I'm starting to pay attention, like, all right, how much does all this stuff cost? But honestly, like, I don't know. It'd be cool to just be like, hey, can we just come in here and then do a Tone Steady podcast and just do it with you? Because, like, this is cool.
Yeah.
But because we're not going to do it at your house. So it would take a while for us to get hours to go. So what we want to do is rent your podcast.
I'm down.
I just came up with the idea.
Yeah. Just cover all the Earlshreds.
Yeah,
with
we'll
something
come
else.
in here and decorate the room.
That's what Tim Dillon does.
Really?
Do you know who Tim Dillon is?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that motherfucker. Like when he does when he interviews Joe Rogan's podcast on Tim Dillon's podcast, he does it in Joe Rogan's studio.
He just uses his studio
and uploads it. Yeah, he goes, "Welcome to the Tim Dillon podcast," and it's in Joe Rogan's fucking studio.
But Joe Rogan's not there.
No, he's being interviewed.
Oh, he's interviewing him.
Specifically, when Tim Dillon is on Joe Rogan,
then they do it like a Tim Dillon podcast.
No, he does Joe Rogan's podcast.
Okay.
Then they turn it off, turn it back on, and now it's Tim Dillon's podcast.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do they at least like switch seats? Do they like go to the other side? Oh my god,
that's awesome.
But Tim Dillon does that with. He did that with like Tom Segura on his last. I was like, wait a minute, this is Tom's fault. He didn't give a fuck. And he'll be like, but he'll also talk shit about the studio. He'll be like, in this ugly fucking studio. And then be like, hey, wait.
This is, yeah.
Yeah, y'all are more than what that. People love guitar talk. Guitar players love to listen about guitar talk.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's what we talk about. We talk about it like we're at a presidential debate.
I mean, I am a guitar nerd. I will be. I'm one of those douchebags.
Dude, You're not a digital.
I've never heard you talk about transistors.
No, I'm
wires.
I'm not that.
No.
Well, because I'm not an idiot. I mean, like
A dork.
a dork. Sure,
I love the guitar too.
He can
Yeah.
shred, man.
I'll take the dork status then. Yeah. Maybe not douchebag.
No,
That was a
I
little
love
harsh.
guitar gear
Yeah.
and stuff, but it comes to a point where I'm like, dude, what?
It's
Oh,
it's for a
absolutely.
purpose.
Yeah.
Like the pedal itself, just sitting here, is just a hunk of
And I
metal.
like to hear more about why you like what you
Right.
like.
Sure.
Yeah.
Instead of talking about, I like the.
But also like can't get in the way. So like I like to like restrict myself. If I have a pedal board, I don't want to change it. I haven't changed it in like 5 years. Like it's that
You
one
get that
board.
anxiety.
Yeah.
Well, look, it's weird. Like I know my pedals so well. I can just plug it all in. I know where all the knobs go, and I can almost
Yeah.
EQ it before I even plug it.
He's got it
you know.
perfect. He built my pedal board.
Yeah.
So y'all are both analog pedals?
Yeah.
Whenever, I mean, we both have a digital rig too.
Yeah. He got, okay, so you got like we kind of got into stuff together, but you got the Stomp. He got a Helix Stomp.
Yeah.
And then I bought a Fractal FM3 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I love that thing. And then I bought a Stomp. So we love modeling. Like,
Yeah.
we liked, I mean, you know.
It's
you-
good.
Modeling is
it's,
awesome.
It's great for gigs.
Do you build pedal boards?
He does,
Sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta get with you to. I have an analog rig that
cool.
Doesn't work. I have a lot of nice boutique pedals. I'd like to go back to.
Yeah.
I need a nice pedal board that's
Yeah.
roadworthy. So
Yeah.
maybe you can help me. I'll show you when we leave or when we
Yeah.
get done this
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
Sweet.
I like the like handiness of like building stuff. I think that's really fun. I don't like to buy a whole lot of pedals. You know, I like, for me, it's more like the amp itself is the most important thing. Like that's my favorite part.
Yeah, I'm eating potatoes on pedal. Like just
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I need overdrive, distortion, delay, and reverb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need
go.
just for me it's tube screamer. Like that's the only
Gotta
overdrive
have-
that I have to
gotta
play
have
with.
tube screamer,
It's
yeah.
I've got 3 different ones.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have.
he'll buy,
I love
like-
mine.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of
He'll buy
different tube
cheap
screamers.
pedals. Like he's
Yeah.
always showing me some weird thing that he's got, and I feel like he like enjoys researching and buying something and not telling me about it, and then telling me after he's got it. And I'm like, well, okay, I can see you didn't want me to be a part of this one.
Yeah, motherfucker's affiliate marketing.
So what you bought that? Like what is one of your? You bought that one when we were at Guitar Center. What was it?
Oh,
Is
that
it
one was a
Chinese
that's actually,
company.
That one's actually really bad.
It's not
That one's-
good?
No,
What is it called again? The company?
I don't want to like roast them.
Do it.
I actually don't even really remember
Do it.
what it is.
We
It's
said we
like,
were going to do this on our podcast.
I know. I can't.
We're not
Roast 'em,
good.
dude.
It's the Plexi Crunch pedal. It's $40. I can't.
By who?
Oh,
By
Nooks.
Nooks. I was going to
That's
say
it.
Fuchs.
NUX. Nooks. They
It's
suck.
no good.
Ass.
You don't like the pedal?
I'm just kidding. Well, it's like really sharp. Like it's like marketed as like distortion, but once you get the
Marsh.
gain, yeah, it's a Marshall thing. As soon as you get the gain like past like 10 o'clock,
Ugh.
so fizzy. It does like the crunch thing. You keep the gain real low. It's cool.
Okay.
Gross.
But he does unique, I mean, he taught me a lot about stuff. That's why I asked about tubes is because of this guy. And like he modded a metal zone and
Yeah.
made it better.
The OG?
No, dude. Yeah, it sounds
You put
pretty
a
good.
LED light in it or something.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, it takes a long time.
it's like a mod kit that you can buy online. There's like a company. Like, there's some dude, Montes Aloms or something, and you just buy this like $20 mod kit. You flip it over, open it up, because like that's the part that I like, the fun part, the modding, taking a soldering iron, taking out whatever. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they do.
Dude, I need
just,
to
like,
get you
put
to
it
help
in.
me out with my pedal board.
Yeah, man. Be
'Cause
happy to.
I would like to use my analog stuff again. I get tired of the digital stuff.
Yeah.
I do both.
It's uninteresting to me sometimes.
No, for sure. It is. It like, almost takes you out of it.
Like I told you, Sunday when I used both amps, I turned the cab sim off
Yeah.
on my Pod Go,
You have to.
and then I just ran 2 monos out the left and right to the amps, into the power amp of my amps.
Oh, that's even different.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance, I've been using this a lot lately, is cab sim off, Helix or Podgo into the power amp.
Interesting.
Pretty fucking sick.
But okay, so you're still using the preamps on the Podgo or on the Helix.
So like I'll model. It's like.
So you're just using the power amp section.
Yeah, like I have a Mesa head modeled, and then it just goes into the power amp.
How do you go into the power amp?
So you typically just need like an effects loop. You can use an effects loop, or there's sometimes like a power amp in like a slave.
Yeah, on mine it's just the return of the effects loop. But then your main knob, like that's on your board, that's your volume for the amp.
Oh, okay.
Like the knobs don't work
because you're bypassing it.
Except maybe the reverb, but the like the gain and the EQ. They don't work. So you're try it.
Okay, so
I like that.
But you're a Helix guy, right?
I have it. I mean, I would. Yeah.
Try
using it. Then.
Try instead of using like the heads, try the preamp instead. So it's the preamp going into the like a digital preamp going into that tube power amp, and then the like real speaker. I tried it. I think it sounds better than just the head.
You were saying.
Yeah, but not. You're doing the head or the preamp?
The head.
Yeah, try the preamp only, not the head.
I need to make patches because I think somebody told me that too.
Yeah,
because I'm lazy as fuck.
Yeah, like me.
I'm literally just like when I have my amp, I just turn it off, the cab stem off, and then it's good. And then when I don't have my amp, I go to the PA, I just turn it back on. But it's been sounding pretty good. And I've been kind of like...
That's awesome.
I've been kind of like, man, this is...
Well, it's kind of the best of both worlds, you know?
That's why... But I do want those Kempers that are heads.
Yeah.
That's what
Lunchbox or whatever.
That have a speaker cab out. I think that's the move.
I think so, too. I like... With all this new technology in the last decade, Kempers are still like top dog.
Because then you get the sound is so much. It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
And if you can go into a cab, you're still getting the fucking air.
Yeah.
And I saw Hawthorne Heights like a month or two ago, and they had they were just doing 4x12s and Kemper heads.
Hell yeah, man.
I was like, I think that's the fucking move.
Almost everyone does stuff like that. I mean, even Metallica has 4x12s and Axe effects. That's like what they do. Yeah. You know, Mark Knopfler does Kempers.
I'm thinking that's what my next upgrade, if I ever get more successful as a musician, will be that style.
Yeah. I mean, Kemper's super cool.
I'm just like digital into power amp into cabinets.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of weird how that stuff like fluctuates. Like how 1 minute you're hearing all about it, and then the floor models become king, and then you don't hear about it. Because I haven't heard about the Axe Effects rack or the Kemper in quite a while.
Yeah.
You know, because the floor pedals kind of take over. So it's interesting.
They're such a high price point.
On the what?
Yeah.
The Axe Effects and the Kempers.
Yeah.
They have like no entry level points.
Yeah, and they're also like
people just want the pedals.
Well, like like Ray came by to the house once with his Axe Effects, and it looked insane.
He has
giant
the two
rack
well,
unit.
he had the he complicated that.
Well, sure, but like it's not like it was.
He
still
brought
nuts.
it to my house also.
What is he?
In Austin, he brought it to my house.
That's funny. I hope he's doing great. He's such a nice guy.
I miss Ray.
But anyway, it like. Yeah, that stuff's kind of wild. Like, just getting the floor model so easy.
Yeah, more
pop it down, plug it in, done.
That's even my Pod Go. I'm like, it's so easy. I'm like,
I know.
And then just the people I play for, and the music I play.
Who the fuck cares?
What do you need?
They don't give
exactly.
Fuck.
Exactly.
Well, and it's like a smart decision. It saves you so much money.
It's good.
If you break it, you can just get another one.
That's why I don't want to fucking take my tube amps.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like there's something about the business practicality that I'm like, that's why I love my Eastman guitar. It's a 335 style. It was like $1,200. If I bought a Gibson, that would be really $2,000 is low. It'd be like $2,200 at the least. You know, if I don't know. It just feels like a better experience. Thinking with that, you're not money practicality,
anxiety, and we're like, I gotta protect my gear.
Yeah,
for real though,
and you focus on the entertainment because then you're not like obsessing over like, oh, I have this thing, and And that's what creates the snobbery or something. It's like just throw. And so, wait, is this the Pod Go, like the recent one? One of the newer ones, or it's like
a
old?
couple years old, maybe 2-3 years old.
Yeah, okay, so it is. Yeah, those are cool. I mean, I haven't got a chance to, because those were kind of like, how do they compare to the Helix? Like they have modeling and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's
the same software, but the analog circuitry inputs and outputs are not as good as quality.
Okay.
So there's not. It's the same as the Helix, just lower fidelity.
A little lower grade.
Is the DSP
Sounds
about
cool,
the
though.
same?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no, I don't know.
What does that mean?
Okay, so
That's
the
right.
only reason why I asked,
It's not, but it's like
I always think DSP stands for display.
I don't know what it stands for. Digital.
digital signal processing.
Oh,
There
okay,
you go.
nerd.
Okay.
I am a fucking nerd. Yeah.
He does data analytics.
Yeah, I'm qualified. That's what I'm saying. I can speak on it. Yeah. When I say that's why they get mad. When I call you a fucking dork, it's not coming from some jock. It's coming from a fucking dork.
You're like, no, I see it.
Yeah. I see it. I see
yeah,
you.
like I
see
know
you
how
and
much
me.
time you spent reading about the transistors.
You're just a douchebag frat broer. I'm like, no, I'm not. I see it.
No, yeah.
I see
You
it.
actually know what you're talking
Yeah.
about, which makes you a dork.
It's making me grunt. It's making me feel weird. It's too much therapy to try to get rid of that shit for you to fucking bring that.
Oh my god, man.
But yeah, it's really. I mean, I use my truck load in and load out at gigs most of the time is my Helix and my Pod Go for I got backups. And if the gig's up a hill or stairs, looks like it's a Pod Go.
Yep.
Or if I get to park next to the stage, you know what I
might bring
I don't want to be lazy.
Yeah.
Because I will use the better stuff.
Yeah.
But no matter what, it's nice because I got backups.
Yeah.
I used to have to bring 2 amps.
Oof.
You
Like
know?
a smaller and a bigger one?
Just 2 for. I always would bring my Fender and my Vox.
Shoo. That's what I literally started doing, like, because I've had my Fender live in my trunk for years.
A deluxe
and then
reverb.
My deluxe reverb. 65 reissue, best amp.
It really is a badass amp.
And everybody, it was like voted best amp or something.
I don't know.
Or it was known as best selling, Best selling.
I mean,
amp.
it's a phenomenal
It's a great amp.
Yeah.
For the money, I got it for $750 used.
It's not bad.
I love that amp.
I love mine too.
And then I got my pedal board in there, and then so I was thinking, like, if I get a gig, because I have my HX Stomp on, and I also have a Strymon Iridium modeler. It just has it's like a Stomp box, but it has a Marshall Fender and a box. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pull up to the gig and decide in that moment, oh, do they have in-ears? Okay, I'll just go direct.
Yeah.
I did the same.
Oh, it's a bar band. Okay, I'll get my Fender out and we'll crank it. You know?
Yeah, you got to
That's
park.
great. Yeah.
Oh
that's
fuck!
cool.
I got to park 400 feet away.
Yep. Oh, we're going direct.
Yeah, looks like you're getting the fucking direct.
Yep, that's what you get. This is what. But
But if as long as you always have that mentality of like you want to give the best. But
Yeah.
like, hey,
That's so true.
Because I do that too. I'm like, if it's feasible for me to bring, like Sunday, I was like, you know what? It's close to home. I can park next to the stage.
yeah,
I'll bring all my amps,
Both
and
amps.
give the crap. But like,
Right.
you know, when I drive to fucking San Antonio and it's like,
No way.
you know,
not a chance in hell.
it's fine. But either way, nobody gives a fuck as long.
Absolutely.
What they
Right.
you're trying. You know what I mean?
Well, it's
Yeah.
also like, but I've heard someone describe it as like how like chefs have special knives. Like they're really
Yeah.
special, unique, like Japanese,
Yeah.
really, really high-end expensive knives. And like when the food's served to us, we can't tell. Like as the
Yeah.
person eating the food, I don't know what kind of knife that was used to cut this food or chop these vegetables. But the chef does. The chef cares about it.
That's true.
I care about it to a point. You know?
Yeah.
Like I love that idea of just like how much work do I have to do? How much do I have to lift? Because like when I was younger, I think I gigged like almost exclusively with my Mark V, like 100 watt. And if it was a smaller venue, I'd bring my 212 instead of my 412.
Same.
And like that was my like, oh, it's smaller. I played at a radio station once, and I was like, oh, I'll just bring a 212. But the amp is really good to like be super quiet, which it wasn't too loud. Like I didn't blare.
With the coordinates?
Yeah, it was a killer. It was a great amp to use that for because it could get quiet really well.
Wow.
But like nowadays, there's no way I'd bring a tube head to that gig.
You got your stomp.
Exactly.
But it's like until you had the stomp, you wouldn't have known it.
Exactly.
And so it's once you have the option.
But if you had roadies,
I got this.
Oh man, every gig's with the Mesa
because that's how you know. You can always say the tube amps are always better than additional.
Yeah.
And because people that try to argue that, I'm like, if you had 15 roadies, you'd have a wall of fucking half.
Dude, yeah.
But it's okay, you don't.
Yeah.
I get it. You're alone. I'm alone.
Yeah, that's why we do this.
Yeah, the digital's fine. But we all know if we were famous as fuck and had 15 roadies,
you're bringing my amps.
Bring the fucking amps.
Yeah.
And that's
without
why,
a doubt.
And we all hope to get there. Maybe we don't. Maybe we do. But
dude, somebody asked me, I think it was in Austin recently, and somebody was like, hey, do you think tube amps are better than digital stuff? And I feel like the people who asked me that didn't even know what a modeler was.
No, there's no chance in hell they do.
Somebody asked me if digital was better than tube, and my response was funny because I said, it's really difficult to say which one's better. And so I started off kind of saying like, well, it's kind of like relative. Mm-hmm. And I was like, but like, basically because of what a tube amp is, it's inherently better. So it was kind of funny because like I talked like I wanted to be like open-minded about it.
Lead them along.
But then I concluded with like not just saying I personally think, I actually was like, but if you like when you actually think about it, like a tube amp is inherently better, and I just trashed the digital, which is crazy because we get by with digital all day long, but when you play with a tube amp, you're just like, well, goddamn, you know what I mean? Like
it's a diminishing returns side thing. Like if you're getting paid the big bucks, you need the tube amp.
Sure.
But if you're getting paid small bars, nobody cares.
Yeah.
But it's
just nice that your back doesn't hurt. That's what it's all about.
That's all. But like I said, if you had a team, we'd all have motherfucking tube.
Forget about it.
Yeah, like John Mayer ain't going, no, don't worry about your bag. Bring my helix. No, he's like, I want my fucking dumble. I want my fucking 3 dumbles.
All 3 of them.
Because he ain't got to do it. They're getting paid. Like, and that's cool. It's fine.
It is cool, man. Like, And like with most guitar stuff, there's like points of diminishing returns on like almost everything.
That's very true.
Like those pickups. Oh, you could replace those pickups for something else. Really, how much is the difference? How much is the difference of that wood type? Like most of the stuff is negligible. And so like
it only matters to you.
If
it makes you play better, then it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the sound coming out of the PAs, the regular audience member, doesn't matter.
But you have to check yourself. Like if you think a $4,000 guitar is gonna make the difference,
then I'll have my
between a $1,000 guitar.
Yes, yeah. Oh yeah. I'll get that single to real pop after I buy this Gibson.
We were setting up my board, and then I got the Iridium on there, and then he was helping me add the Stomp, and so I kind of have a, it's like truly hybrid where I have got the Iridium and then I have analog pedals with it. And so then I can just run that into a board. But it really does go a lot of different ways. But
super flexible. It's actually really cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got to pee again.
Good time. Yep.
I think we'll end it. Where are we at right now?
I don't know. It was a good one though.
102, all over 2 hours.
All right.
Nah.
Whoa.
Oh, my number 3, Matthias Japs. Oh, did
What
I
was
say
your
that?
number 3? Matthias?
Yeah, or no, I changed that. Jerry Cantrell.
Oh.
Yeah, that's great number 3.
Yeah, that's actually who I'd pick instead.
Well, we'll have to do this again soon.
Yeah, dude, y'all can do it whenever you want.
Nice.
I've kind of...
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of gotten to the point of sticking to one a week. So if ain't nobody coming that week, come.
Well, yeah.
So yeah.
We'll probably come by once a month.
Yeah, I'm down. If y'all want to do this once a month, we'll do guitar talk. I mean,
heck yeah, dude.
If you're down to do it twice a month, we can do one under my podcast and then we can do one under the name. Like if y'all set up the RSS feed.
Tone studies.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, well, yeah, we'll have to just get with you about that.
Yeah, we can,
I don't know how any of that works.
Yeah, get with me, but we can do once a month and release it under the Stretch Head podcast. We can do that easy. We can do more than that. It don't matter.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I want to come to like one of your open mics, or
I'd love
we
to.
can come hang out and then do a podcast and then just talk. Because I really like when we talk about local shit.
For sure,
it's cool.
One day I will. I'm going to do a live podcast show. So,
Oh, cool! Like on the stage.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I'm like sell tickets. So
Nice.
Yeah, man.
and that's the goal.
Well, this is
I've
great.
been to one of those, man, and they're fun.
They are fun.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
I want to do Kill Tony, but with open mic musicians.
We should do that, dude. This is the panel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We would be on the panel, and we just do Kill Tony, but
I'd
with
be
fucking.
like, your strings are old.
Oh yeah.
Tone sucks.
Like, I see that live wire cable. You need to buy a better cable.
That song was garbage.
Yeah.
How long have you known you can't sing? Oh,
No,
wow.
but going back to open mic real quick. Well, I was just it's not as important as I thought.
No,
But whenever the dude's like, it is funny when the guy takes like 15 minutes to set up and it's his first performance. And it's like, I love that you're doing this, but also I don't want to wait 15 minutes for you to plug everything in.
Yeah, I got pretty strict rules on that.
Yeah. Because like to them, it's their big show.
it is.
Yeah,
And
but
so
I'm
it's
getting
crazy.
I'm getting paid to sell drinks at this bar.
Right,
So-
right. It's dead time. Yeah.
And the last dude just killed it, and he didn't need all that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So and the guy who's gonna do this is not gonna kill it.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't.
Like,
that's just a
it
fact.
usually doesn't happen.
This dude didn't even need a tuner. He's plugged his acoustic and killed it.
He came in. He ain't had a shower in a few days.
I need my pedal board. I need my. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't need any of that shit.
Yeah.
You need to go home and practice.
Awesome, dude. I can't wait. Where's your open mic again?
It's
Whiskey Saloon? Whiskey Barn?
I'll send you this shit.
All right, cool.
All right, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all
Awesome.
check out the Patreon. Please, Earlshreds.com. Check out the merch store. Please check out the Patreon. It's $2 man.
Shreds Shed podcast.
Yeah, Shred Shed podcast. Check out Trent. Check out Andy. I love you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Don't
Thanks
say
for having
hold on,
us.
We're still live. Don't say anything.
Awesome.
I'll tell you when we're off.
You smell.
Joel?
Dude, this room stinks.
Dude,
Like,
somebody was
Sweaty ass guitar player.